Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of How Many Ones? My name's Matt Clark, and with me today is.
Paul Buckler.
And.
Do you know what today? Just me, Richard Belfield. Blessed by the horned rat on the 13th episode.
Yep, very true.
Very
it also
fitting.
means that this podcast will definitely not record properly, as it's episode 13. So I hope you guys are ready for
It's
that.
lucky for the horned rat. It's lucky for him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Keep his seat clear and he's ready to have a sit down.
I mean, Rich has made enough sacrifices to the horn rat that maybe he'll be kind.
I have at this point.
She'll be kind with the horned rat? Do we know?
Oh, well, the rat has been kind to me this week, but we'll get into that a little bit later on.
Okay. I mean, I was going to say that I'm sure the main thing you sacrifice is clan rats. So I doubt he's very interested in them, is he, really?
Sometimes there's a hell pit or two. But
there might be a doom wheel or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I've got a newfound respect for them, to be fair.
Yeah, we will talk about that later, won't we?
Yep. Yes, we will.
Today we're going to review the latest Nurgle Battletome. And Rich and I did have a game as well last week. So we did I Use Nurgle against his Skaven, so we'll talk through that with you guys later also.
Oh, I'm interested. I haven't heard about this. This has been kept top secret. I know nothing.
Yeah, see, even Paul's excited now.
Yeah. I love a battle report.
But before that, we can talk about hobby first, can't we?
That's always a good start.
Yeah. So, well, Paul, we know you were away at the tournament this weekend, weren't you? So how was that? And
so we were at
any other hobby?
So hobby-wise, I've been doing a bit more on my Hellsmiths, but mainly we were away at Brotherhood, the big team event of the year. Well, probably one of the two big team events of the year. I would say that one and the Brothers War are the two like big 6 or 5 man team events that people look forward to in the AOS calendar. But this one was run down in Firestorm by Dan and Mo. Brilliant event, well run. Everybody sort of had what I would call team lists, so that there's it's very much a team,
like a
practice event. Yeah, for a lot of the national teams.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So, very competitive then.
Yeah, pretty competitive, I would say.
Yeah.
Do you get? I suppose is Team Wales have a team there because it's sort of quite close for them, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, Team Wales have a team there. Team England had one team, technically 2 probably, because there was kind of a team that was made up of a lot of England players as well. But yeah, no, great fun. The social is just great. We stay at the Zip Hotel, the Premier Inn Zip.
I love the Zip.
We love a Zip.
I just like the little rooms, the little cube rooms.
Yeah, they are kind of cute, aren't they?
Yeah,
I love them, honestly. Because I like a hard mattress and a firm bed. Like those are so firm. It's like this is fantastic. I sleep well. I can have the weird mood lighting in the back. It's great. Love it.
Yeah. So no, we had a good weekend. Hobby Monsters might be our last. I think as Hobby Monsters. I think we've hobbied out at that event. But yeah, no, we all come back. We've all got the hobby buzz for some different things. Matt's looking at Nurgle now. Monty went 5-0. Our young signing, he earned himself £250. His dad was giving him £50 for every win.
Oh dear.
But there was a downside. If he lost, his sister got £50. And I've never seen a young man try so hard to win at Age of Sigmar than denying his sister £50 a game.
Makes sense.
So, he had a great weekend. Not sure Ricky and James had a great Friday night. They were looking very hungry. Their takeaway order was not. It was ragey Ricky. I tell you, he was not happy. But they put in their kebab order, and it was like 3 hours later, still hadn't turned up. So they had to drive down to the kebab place to pick it up.
Oh God!
So yeah, I believe the phrase "never using just eat again" was muttered many a time.
Was it the German doner kebab?
Yeah, it was brilliant. We ordered ours 5 minutes before James, and ours turned up. Lovely.
I say those orders are normally really good.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that was quite good. And then we went out for the Standard Indian in the middle of Cardiff. On the Saturday night, and that was a cracking night out. But yeah, I think a good time was had by all in the end. But that's my hobby.
That's good. Rich, what have you been up to?
Well, I have been half painting some acolytes, Sky acolytes, because I wanted to get a unit of 5 of them done and try them out.
Yeah.
So when you say half painting, does that mean you're just painting half of them?
So far, yes, and it's usually the fabric half because I haven't got around to doing the rest.
I was thinking grey plastic from the waist down.
Yeah,
no. Oh god, no! I like to use at least primed most of the time.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
But they're so they're painting them, and I've got the fabric done on most of them. I've just got to do the metal and the skin, which should be pretty straightforward, to be fair. And I painted a sort of, because it's first. I haven't really felt like painting this year. It's the first thing I've sort of done was in Marvel Crisis Protocol model. I did the Blob to add to my Brotherhood of Mutants list, who I just love. Always loved him from the cartoon, so that's quite fun. That's pretty much been my hobby, apart from obviously the usual of planning stuff to buy, especially seeing GW putting stuff out about Huron Blackheart and the Red Corsairs, and I've always been a fan of the Red Corsairs. So very, very tempted to buy them. And I like that it's going to be a little bit nerdy for a second. I really like that the army, the models for the new legionaries for the Red Corsairs don't look all chaosy and possessed. They just look like they're using mix and match armor pieces from like third power armor and fifth and sixth and stuff, and just mix it together. They just look very cool.
Is this so? I know nothing about this. Is this 40k or Heresy?
40K.
Or Blood Bowl or something? 40k.
This is 40K. What we watched on the preview. Remember we were watching the preview last time? Right,
yeah. You'll have to be more specific.
The red ones.
The first thing they showed, the red ones. The Space Marines?
Okay, yes. Right. Because we saw some Eldar things as well, didn't we?
It's true.
It was the stuff before the Eldar.
Okay.
And it's very cool. I've just been looking at that a lot. And the rules came out and stuff. I've been looking at that going, this is fantastic. So that's I think it's very relatable. Huron Blackheart's a character, very relatable. No, I don't want to pay any taxes. Get stuffed Imperium. And that's literally it. He's like, no, I don't want to give money. So he's basically the Jimmy Carr of 40k.
That's fair.
Did I get a little chuckle out of you there, Matt?
Yeah, a little one.
But yeah, that's pretty much me. A little bit of painting.
I was going to attempt a Jimmy Carr laugh, but I can't. So. Oh. That's the one.
Yeah, that's a good laugh.
Like a seal getting stroked
molested.
On the head.
Yeah.
Well, see, I thought that comment was going to go the other way round.
I'm reining myself in now. Matt's showing his true colours, isn't he? I mean, know what he's been lurking on the web for this week. Seals, apparently. Yeah.
I'm not lurking for anything. I didn't lurk for stuff. I researched, that's it. I didn't lurk.
I just have visions of him wandering around internet cafes, just strolling behind people as they are on the internet. Just waiting to get on that machine after they finish, lurking around.
In a grubby Macintosh, a hat,
trench coat, hat, and sunglasses. That's it. Yeah.
When on earth?
Maybe a false moustache.
Oh God!
And Matt, what have you been doing then? Any hobby?
Well, not lurking anywhere. I can tell you that. Just mainly building Nurgle stuff.
And they're lovely models as well. To be fair,
they are nice. Yeah, I got most of the new stuff made. I haven't made the new Pestigor yet, but I have made the Rot Swords, which are the new armored little guys, and they're nice to make. And I made some of the Sloven Knights as well.
Yeah,
and they're nice, but they're just like one size fits all.
Yeah,
you can't really change them much.
No, okay, so you
probably could convert them a bit, but you'd have to actually make an effort to it.
You basically get 3 guys in.
Basically. And you can switch the heads around, that's about it. But they're still really nice.
Okay.
Would you want to run them in a block bigger than 3 though?
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, and I was just thinking because does it matter points-wise?
Because of their rule. Maybe. I mean, 6 is still good because it gives you more attacks.
Yeah.
And then you buff them and they get more attacks, and suddenly then they're all damage 3, rend 2 attacks, and you're like, well, that's dead. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers. But yeah, that's about it really. And then I standard buying a few bits I shouldn't be buying. Stuff like that really. Planning. I already asked Scott of Boss Minis for my Zinch bits I wanted. Just the dice and the shards is all I want really.
I'm just going shards.
So how long until the Nurgle stuff's for sale then?
I'm not going to sell it.
Tom Hewitt will have that, and then Matt will have an armor for him, and then
and then somewhere along the line, I'll buy some bits of it. No, I'll trade back to someone after.
Yeah,
I've got too many other bits to sell first. Really. So, but yeah. So, should we start then? Let people stop listening to our rambling.
Stop ranting on and do some actual reviewing.
So we did have a little discussion about Scourge of Iran, if we were going to do it or not. So we are presuming and guessing, based on last year, the GHB might be out late May, probably before the rumoured new edition of 40k, we expect. So, and our question was, should we do Scourge of Iran, because it'll probably change then? We are assuming. But we decided we were going to do it because there's some useful things in there for the army. So let's go
like a prayer law, isn't it? Really, which
it's got a prayer law, but you have one in the new book as well. So you've got a choice, but also one of the items is pretty useful. So the battle traits, I'll go through the battle traits, and I'll let Paul go through the heroic traits for you guys.
Just let you wonderful listeners know, this is one of those occasions where I'm too cheap to buy a Battletome, so I get to listen to the wonderful people and ask questions.
You are buying one of my codes off me. So
when I get paid.
You have a choice to have it early, and you chose not to have it early.
I like the surprise. It's like Christmas come early for me, isn't it? Well, late, actually.
You get to do the what do they call it? The hot take.
Yeah. So we expect lots of good feedback.
That's why I'm not allowed in the wardrobe anymore. Lots of feedback. Don't you worry, King. You'll get that from me.
Yeah, good. So the army rule generally is very similar to what it's been before. You're still going to put disease on people, or not people, but their units. If you want to give them disease, you just sneeze in their face, I suppose.
I would. Okay, podcast says we do not recommend sneezing in the face of your opponent.
I don't know. If you're going to win, if you win because you've done it, there's an argument.
Unless they request it, please do not try this.
Okay, here's the question. Though,
I can't believe I'm having to be the sensible one.
Before
when
we get
Matt
to this,
Clark is saying to sneeze in the face of your opponent.
I'm not.
Right,
I didn't tell people to do it. It was a throwaway comment. That was all.
Before we get into it, then I think etiquette-wise, it is perfectly fine for a Nurgle player to sneeze in the face of a Khorne player if the Khorne player has screamed "blood for the blood god, skull for the skull throne" beforehand. That is just the great game.
I'm pretty sure they
microcosm.
Well, no, because I thought they changed it, and that was the old thing was Nurgle versus Khorne, and I thought they didn't like Zinch anymore, something like that. Like it was Zinch and Nurgle who were the
it's definitely Khorne and Nurgle because it's like magic versus I hate magic. Is it Slanesh and Nurgle?
That would be Khorne and Zinch.
Yeah, Khorne and Zinch don't like
Khorne and...
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, or Khorne player saying that, or a Slanesh player doing whatever they do, or a Zinch player being weird.
You obviously don't sneeze in anyone's face. It was a jocular statement.
That's not a word I've heard often. I like that.
Now he's having to go at the Scottish people.
That's not what it means. It means it was a joke.
Oh, look at him. He's jocular. He's drinking Iron Brew. Unbelievable. Can't believe Matt hates the Scots.
I don't hate them. They're a lovely people. But I'll decide how much I like them as to how the rugby goes in a couple of weekends' time. We'll see, because they'll probably beat England. I expect that's normally what happens. Anyway,
okay. Back to the book.
You're still gonna give units disease tokens or give them the disease keyword. Okay, and this is still once per turn army, end of any turn. I don't think it's changed, but I'll read it out so we can double check. Okay, you're going to pick an enemy unit within 7 of any of your friendly units.
7.
You can't pick a manifestation or a terrain feature. So if the unit is in combat with a friendly Nurgle unit, it just gets diseased.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not in combat, you can roll a dice, and on a 4-up, they get diseased. Okay? And that's if you pick the infect ability. If you don't pick infect, so you don't want to spread it anywhere, you're only going to pick. That's
bad choice of words, that wasn't it?
Yeah, but if you don't want to put more disease out, you're going to choose to spread it, which then gives disease around an already diseased unit. So each enemy unit within combat range will get it. And if they all got disease, this definitely hasn't changed. You can mutate it, and everyone takes a mortal wound. Okay.
So they basically just give disease to people.
So is the effect really to do that and just like try and spread it out and then just do mortals to people?
Yeah, you want to get everyone to have disease, really, if you can.
Okay.
Because then you just mutate it every time, and then they're going to take D3 plus 1 mortal wounds at the end of every turn, rather than just D3.
Do they lose the disease then if they do that, or does it keep the disease?
They keep it. Stays on. No. Yeah, so it's the same as before. The enemy can get rid of the disease.
Yeah.
By healing, basically. If they rally or do something else, and then the disease keyword is removed.
Yeah, if you use like the place of power ability in this GHB to heal, you can get rid of the disease.
Okay. Yeah. Or if, for example, you're returning units to models to a unit or whatever like that.
Yeah, or like all your molder stuff just heals at the end of the turn. You just get rid of disease instead.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't heal. You get rid of disease instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
No double dipping. They've also got another ability, which is from a Rotbringer unit. This is all the mortal stuff. The same restrictions. You can't choose manifestation or terrain feature. Again, it has to be an enemy unit that's in combat with Rotbringers. And then on a 3-up, they have the disease keyword.
So you kill a unit of Rotbringers.
No, this is just if you're in combat with them. So if you're in combat with...
keep going.
Oh, yeah, and destroyed, sorry. In combat and was destroyed, on a 3-up, you become diseased.
So if you're in combat, if you're in combat anyway, you're going to get diseased. If the unit dies, you've got a chance of
diseasing
anyway. So it's just
as long as it's a Rotbringer, as long as it's a mortal unit that's died.
Yeah, which is fine.
So you're probably going to pick because it's on your turn, and whenever time you're going to do the order, you'll choose to do that one first, just to see if they get diseased first before then you do the main ability.
Okay.
They've still got the burst pustules ability. So when a disease enemy unit is destroyed, before the last model is removed, on a 3-up, you can move the disease somewhere else within 9.
Nice.
And importantly, they've gained blighted regrowth, which lets you return affected armor to the battlefield.
Well, that's cool.
It has to be wholly into an objective you control, and more than 3 from all enemy units, and other terrain features, which is important because the tree is a bit more needed in the army than it used to be.
It's very cool. I like the fact you can bring it back.
One thing I would just flag is that the disease now does D3 at the end of each turn. It used to be a dirty D3. So you're always doing mortal wounds now, as to the old version when on a 1 or a 2 you did nothing.
So always at least
big improvements. Always at least 1, whereas before it was sometimes doing nothing.
That's quite cool, actually. I mean, straight away I like that change. That's quite nice because you can. I don't know, apart from Skaven, I can't think of any other faction that brings faction terrain back, really. So
there are a few, aren't there? Like Nighthaunt can bring one back, I think, and some of the armies of renown and stuff, I think, or maybe Soulblight can. There's a few that let you bring their terrain back.
Another prime example of me being too cheap to buy Battletomes.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to do the heroic traits?
Heroic traits first.
Or do you want to do battle formations first?
Battle formations next in the book for me.
Yeah, do it in your book. We'll do it that way.
So we have got 4 battle formations as per usual. We have got the Taliban of Nurgle. This is probably the one you're going to see the most of, I think. So you pick an enemy. This is in the deployment phase. You pick an enemy unit to be the Plague Progenitor. So I'm going to call it the marked unit because I can't say that a million times when I'm reading this out.
Yeah.
For the rest of the battle, you cannot pick a manifestation or terrain feature. Roll 2d3 on a 6, or if the roll equals or exceeds the health characteristic, it has the diseased keyword. In the first battle round, while the plagued marked unit has the diseased keyword, it cannot use or be picked to be the target of any abilities that could heal or return slain models to it. So it has to keep the diseased keyword for the first battle round. And then each time it's picked to spread, inflict D3 mortal damage on each other enemy unit within its combat range, excluding manifestations and terrain features in addition to the effect of that ability.
Oh, that's what the one you picked, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah, that's the one I picked against you.
Basically, you pick a unit in their army. Hopefully, it's within combat range of loads of units.
Yeah.
It's diseased. If you go first, they don't have time to spread away from it, so you can just spread the disease throughout their army.
Yeah.
If they go first, they just run away from it, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. But the good thing with it is the unit never loses the Plague Progenitor keyword.
Correct.
So they can remove the disease. They're still the Plague Progenitor. So if you make the disease again, then
they
same
get the
thing would apply
D3s again. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool.
Which is quite cool. And also, you're guaranteed to do it on a health 1 or 2 unit.
Yes, because you're always going to roll 2.
Yeah.
So the Plague Cyst is add 5 to the control scores of friendly non-hero Rotbringer units while they're wholly within 12 of friendly Magickin of demon units. So basically, as long as you've got one of each type near each other, they get plus 5 to the Rotbringer's control. Yeah, control 5 extra is quite good. But it's a bit situational. Nurgle's Menagerie.
As I always say, they can't control an objective if they're dead.
Yeah. Denizens of the Garden. The companion weapons have crit 2 hits, so that's going to be all the flies and stuff, isn't it?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, like the beasts.
Yeah, like the monsters that the Magathords ride as well, I guess.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff. It's not dreadful.
That's cool. And then you actually get a benefit from companion actually works in your favour for a change.
Yeah. And then filth-laden demonic blooms for the affliction cyst. Each time you make a run roll for a friendly non-monster Magickin of Nurgle demon unit, you can change that roll to a 4. So it's specifically the run roll and not run ability, so it doesn't work on redeploys. So, yeah, it's all right, but I just think you're going to be making a pointing at something in their army and making it diseased, aren't you, most of the time?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, not knowing many of the others, but yeah, the other 3 just sound a bit very situational and very dependent on what you're running.
They're okay. I think if you're running lots of flies, you might go companion crit 2 hits.
Yeah, if you're running lots of demons, you might pick the top one.
The run, yeah, maybe. I just think you want to get your disease out, and that's where you're doing loads of your chip damage, isn't it? So
yeah, it's true. So for traits next, then
you do those. I'll do artifacts of power.
Okay, and then I'll do these ones, and then I'll go through the.
Oh, do the ones in Soggy
to go around as well. So we've got 6 to do. So first one on I do it on the app, by the way, everyone. So we've got Grandfather's Blessing, which is end of any turn. If the unit is in combat with a diseased enemy unit, it heals D3.
Nice.
So not too bad. There's a gift of Febrile Frenzy. One of those words. You pick a hero. Yeah. Oh, we are in February now, aren't we? I suppose.
That's it. It's now Febrile Frenzy.
Yeah. You're going to pick a non-hero unit wholly in 12, and on a 3-up they gain +1 attack to their melee weapons the rest of the turn. And that's really any combat phase, which is really good.
That's really good.
To me, that's the auto. That's one of the almost auto take ones.
Of the 3, it's auto take, I think.
Yeah. And then Overpowering Stench is the other one. This one is still quite good, I think. But it requires it's a bit more random, even more so. You're going to roll off with your opponent, and you have to use this on an enemy unit in combat. And if you roll higher than them, you can pick one of the effects. you either ignore positive modifiers for save rolls for the target, or you take one off their ward roll. Both are good, but it's a bit random rolling a d6 each and seeing who rolls higher. And you don't win ties. If you won ties, I might be more tempted to do it.
Yeah.
But the amount of time I know I play games against you, Paul, and we've rolled 5 dice in a row, and we've rolled the same dice every single time.
I just get fed up with it.
Yeah. So out of those three, for me, it's the gift, the +1 attack, and that's what I use against Rich as well. Just because it's, you want the extra attacks. I got my rot swords to four attacks each most of the time, and that is just good. The Scourge of Iran has 3 heroic traits you can take as well. The main one you might take really is the Unctuous Preacher. You can read these ones. Do you want to read them out then?
Yeah, I can get involved for a change.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys, let's go through all 3 of them. Why not? So, first one, Corpulent Avalanche. Any charge phase. If this unit charged this turn, pick a visible enemy unit within 1 inch of it to be the target. Roll a number of dice equal to this unit's move characteristic. For each 3-up, inflict 1 mortal damage on the target. If any damage points are allocated to the target by this ability, this unit can move 2d3. It can move through the combat ranges, but must end that move in combat with the units it was already in combat with at the start of the move. So, fine. Maybe useful for getting around something to get on a point, I suppose, but that's about it.
Maybe.
Living Plague. If this unit charged this turn, it's 1 per turn, any combat phase. If this unit charged this turn, pick an enemy unit in combat with it to be the target. The target has the diseased keyword.
So that ability is once per battle.
Oh, once per battle, sorry. Any
once
combat
per
phase.
Battle. So.
But that's kind of happens a lot anyway now.
Yeah, it's useful, I think, but it's not amazing.
Yeah. And then Unctuous Preacher. If this unit is not a priest, it's a priest.
Yeah.
If it is a priest, it gets +1 to chancing rolls.
Yeah, which is quite good. Yeah.
Quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's between the Preacher and the Gift. They're the 2 you're thinking of.
So you'd be able to take one from each chart as well, wouldn't you? Because they're called different things.
No, they're both called heroic traits.
No, but that doesn't matter. It's what the chart's called, isn't it?
Oh, I thought because they're both heroic traits, you can only take one.
You can only take one heroic trait, can't you?
Yeah, I think you can only take one heroic trait. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's only if it's like a totally new thing, like the Hellsmiths had the War Machine upgrades.
Oh no! It's only because it's got the it's because it's got the wording at the top that I hadn't read. It says you can pick a heroic trait from this table instead of from other heroic trait tables available to this faction.
Okay.
Well, you can only pick one heroic trait anyway.
No, if it didn't have that wording, you could pick both, but it has got that wording.
Ah, it's cheeky. I remember that.
So I think we're all agreed that the +1 attack is the best one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know. I'd be tempted by Priesty. I mean, how? Obviously, we'll find out soon enough. But how common are priests?
There are 2 priests in the book.
Okay, so actually, it could be useful because you could take a hardcore combat-y guy and give him priest abilities, and then priest people up old school. So yeah, no, I'd be, depending on what goes on, I might be tempted by priest.
Yeah. All right. Paul, do you want to do artifacts?
Yeah, I'll do artifacts of power. So we have 3 to pick from. We have the Witherstave, which is back from the old book, slightly changed, I think. Pick an enemy unit that charged this turn, and is in combat with this unit to be the target. Roll a dice on a 3-up. Subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of the target's melee weapons for the rest of the turn. Could be amazing, could do nothing. Depends what you're fighting. If you're fighting lots of damage 2 stuff, it's amazing. If you're fighting lots of damage 1 stuff, it does nothing.
So you can't reduce damage below 0 then?
No.
Or to 0.
You can't go to 0.
Ones you can't.
No, you can't go to 0 with damage.
It's only rend you can reduce, isn't it? Technically, is it rend or something?
You definitely can't do damage,
No.
Yeah. But then we've got the Carrion Dirge. Pick 3 enemy units within 18 of this unit to be targets. Subtract 5 from the control scores until the start of the next turn. So again, another control debuff. You combine the 2, maybe it's quite good.
If you combine them, that's probably quite good, isn't it? Potentially.
-5, +5.
You want to stop them scoring for a whole turn. Maybe like if they double turn you, they can only score. Then you're like, oh no, you can't because now I'm definitely 5 and +5 and you're -5 there. So no.
I refer you to my previous point of easy.
Weirdly, if it was end of turn rather than any hero phase, then I think it would work better.
Yeah.
Where it's any hero phase, the opponent just goes, well, I just won't move this.
Yeah, we're within that range. Yeah,
I'll do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally we have the Rust Fang, which is pick an enemy, hero, or monster in combat with this unit to be the target. Subtract one from save rolls for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, that one's probably the one you go for. It's guaranteed. It does.
And reducing save by 1 can be really good.
There's only heroes or monsters, so it doesn't
that's
work
fine.
on
But
units.
I mean, what's like Archaon save?
3 up.
Oh yeah, it's really good on some.
You chuck your hero in the big block of whatever's fighty in this book, and then all of a sudden they're saving on a 4 up, or they're wasting a C. Not wasting, but they're having to spend a CP to get him back to the point he was before.
Yeah.
You chuck a Purple Sun in as well, then actually
weirdly
they're
it
-2
probably
to
works
their
best
save.
on like the unnamed Great Unclean one.
Yes.
The vanilla green one. Because he's so big. You know, his base is so giant, they can't get away, and people probably use monsters to try and kill him. So it kind of makes him a bit more anti-monster, which is good.
Yeah.
But in my game against Rich we played, I had the Witherstave on my little foot hero, and it was fine. But I had to kind of get him in there a bit. I had to like countercharge him sometimes so he could actually use it.
Yeah,
but
it was fine.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so spells now then, shall we?
Yeah, spells, and the prayer law's bigger, isn't it? Because there's 2 versions.
Yeah. So I'll do the spells. Then if you do the prayers from the book, Paul, and then Rich can do more work, and he can do the prayers from the app.
Scourge.
Oh God!
Sound good?
To do things. Oh
yeah, making you work for it this week.
We've got even more work to do next time because it's only me and you at the event. So
yeah, enjoy. I can't wait. I'm going to be really
your
quiet
ideas.
the whole time.
Write down the name of all your opponents each round.
I might have a little snooze actually while you guys are talking.
Well, no one knows any difference. Oh,
very good. Okay, so the spell law from the book they've got.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
That made you laugh, didn't it?
It did. I made myself laugh.
So the unlimited spell is Fleshy Abundance still.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, don't think it's changed. So you pick a Maclean Nurgle unit wholly in 12 of the caster, then you pick to either heal D3 or you can choose to subtract 1 from the wound rolls.
Which is what you did on your guy.
Has that not changed? Did it not used to be that it had to be, if you were wounded, you had to be wounded to do the -1?
So that was the very old rules.
Oh, right.
And then they updated it to be like this in one of the FAQs.
Right.
Because this is what, when I watched the coach review, I think he had the old thing up. And the guy there even said it had changed. And then then they both thought it had changed back, but it hadn't. It stayed the same.
Okay.
So yeah. You pick one or the other. You don't have to, if you're wounded, you don't have to heal.
Okay.
Which is better.
Yes.
And it's wound rolls from any attacks, not just combat. So shooting and combat.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one is Crippling Despair. Pick an enemy unit in 18, cast on a 6, and then the target can't use commands for the rest of the turn.
That's really good.
Useful.
And decent range as well, 18.
Yeah. Good range.
Yeah.
And then the last spell is Cloying Quagmire. Again, you pick an enemy unit within 18. This one's cast on a 7, and until the start of your next turn, you halve the move characteristic of that enemy unit. And if their save characteristic is a 3+ or better, you subtract 1 from the run, roll, and charge rolls for the target also.
Yeah, that's decent.
I like that. I like anything that messes with movement, especially for Nurgle, who are like historically quite a slow army. That's suddenly evening it a little bit. I like that.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is that quite a few of the Nurgle abilities require the enemy to charge you. to work. So it kind of counters that a little bit. Because you kind of want them to charge you. Like we just had with a stave, they have to charge you to do that.
Yeah, no, true.
But if you're slowing them down and making them not charge you, and you charge them, it doesn't work. So it is good. It probably lets you. It's more of a control, isn't it? Control. Stop that unit. You can charge me the less unit I want to charge me with, potentially.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
prayers.
Do you want to do prayers from the book?
Yeah. So that's the law of virulence.
Virulence.
Yeah, virulence. I'll go virulence.
I liked what you're saying first of all. Virulence.
Yeah, no, I was going to go. Well, I was thinking virus. No, it's not. It's virulence. So the first one is Gift of Disease. It's chanted on a 3. Pick a friendly priest to chant this prayer. Make the chanting roll until the start of the next turn. Subtract 1 from wound rolls for attacks made by enemy units while they're in combat with the chanter. In addition, if it was a 10 up, each enemy unit in the chanter except manifestations has the diseased keyword.
See that if you put that on a great unclean one, who's got that huge base, and then because they don't mind getting in combat,
he can't. He's not a priest.
You can. No, but you can make him one.
You could make him one. Yeah. No, that's fair.
That works well for that because then suddenly he's even harder to kill.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
interesting.
At least for the next 3 months, anyway.
Oh, that's true. Well, no, these are the book ones.
These are the normal ones. These are the book ones. Yeah.
I know, but what I mean is you won't have the heroic trait to make him a priest.
Got you.
Yeah. See, I know what I talk. I'm clever sometimes.
Yeah.
Just not all the time.
And then Favoured Poxes. It's chanted on a 4. Pick an enemy unit visible within 18 of the chanter. Until the start of your next turn, subtracts 2 from the charge rolls of the target. Chanter rolls a 10 up. Until the start of your next turn, subtract 1 from the number of dice rolled when making the charge to a minimum of 1. So another slow you down thing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you double them up, that could be good, couldn't it?
Yeah.
You could have them -3 to charge.
Yeah.
With the other one.
Bloated with Sickness is chanted on 4 up. Pick a unit within 12 of the chanter to be the target. A Nurgle unit wholly within 12 to be the target. Until the start of your next turn, ignore the first damage point allocated each phase. If the charting roll is a 10 up, you can pick a second unit. So another one of those dodge a wound to phase abilities, which I like.
Yeah.
Having played Hellsmiths, I found that a really good ability.
Yeah, it's useful, isn't it? In the app, it says non-monster magging.
Okay. Sorry, it probably does say in my book as well.
Or does it not say it in the book?
No, it does say non-monster, you're right.
No, that's okay. No mistakes yet then, that's good.
Nope.
Okay, Rich, do you want to do ones from...
It's your moment of glory.
It would be my pleasure. So these are the benedictions of sickness. So the first one, agonizing vomiting, or as I like to call it, the Sunday morning. Pick a friendly Magikin of Nurgle Priest, chant this prayer. Pick a visible enemy unit within 18. Do a chanting roll, blah, blah, blah. Chant on a 3. Roll 7 dice. If the chanting roll was a 6+, add 2 to each roll. For each 5+, inflict 1 mortar wound on the target. So if you roll on a 6+, you're doing each 3 ups a more, which isn't really bad. Good. I like that.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah. Well, and even on to get a 6+ is not particularly difficult. You just go 2 turns of...
No, it's like 2 turns, yeah.
Yeah, and done. Now you can do mortals on 3.
You should be on a 6 in 2 turns easily, I would have thought,
yeah. Even just by averages, you should be. The next one, Frothing Mucus. I'm sure I've seen their single somewhere. Pick a friendly Magikin of Nurgle Priest, chant this prayer. Pick a friendly, visible Magikin of Nurgle unit wholly within 12 to be the target, and then make a chanting roll, which is, again, another 3, so quite a low one. Until the start of your next turn, the charge +1 damage of weapon ability has no effect on combat attacks that target the target. God, that's badly worded. If the chanting roll was a 6+, weapon abilities other than the companion weapon ability have no effect instead. So that's kind of very similar to that corn ability you can pick on the tree where it just turns off stuff.
Nothing works. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that though, because that suddenly makes your stuff even harder. So that's good. And finally, Infectious Surge. Casts chance on a 3. Pick a friendly Magickin of Nurgle Priest. Pick a friendly Magickin of Nurgle unit, wholly within 12. Make the roll. You add 2 inches to the target's move characteristic for the rest of the turn. In addition, if the charge roll was a 6+, for the rest of the turn, the target can use charge abilities even if it used a retreat ability in the same turn. I'm going to be honest, guys. I think I'd use the Scourge of Gairan ones. As much as you can.
Yeah.
The Scourge ones are a bit cheaper.
They're cheaper and they seem to have
all
better
three.
effects.
6+. Yeah.
It's that -1 to wound you get in the normal one. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't even think.
No, sorry, not minus. That's the spell law. I'm going mad.
You could go
-1 to wound.
No, there
Just
was,
on the priest only.
yes.
if you're making everything suddenly move 2 inches more as well, which is again a big thing. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Nurgle are still a bit slower.
Yes, that is very true.
So
They're
I
not
like
speedy
that.
boys.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go for the Scourge of Gairan one at the moment.
Obviously, it's changeable, isn't it?
Potentially. Yeah. I mean, even just if you're going to do the mortal wound one and use it as like a little mortal wound poke, it's pretty useful. So as per forever, Nurgle did not have their own manifestations.
Yep.
So we didn't do that, which is useful.
They've got a tree though, haven't they?
They do have a tree. Let's do that now.
Yeah, let's do that now because it does interact with a lot of the
Tree.
units, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
And the rules of the tree you could actually read on the app still, without having to buy the book.
That's good.
no, that's quite good.
Looks like we found another job for Richard, haven't we? Hooray!
Oh, God damn it, I should have kept quiet.
We're hoping it's not the old tree on there.
Well, we'll see, won't we? Carry on the Rich.
Oh, okay, I'll carry on, guys. Feculent Narmor, 7 health, 5 up save. It's got 4 attacks, 4s and 3s, -1 D3.
Yeah.
It has the cover and unstable abilities, which do things I can't remember. The first of its abilities is a passive, riddled with disease. Each time a friendly Magickin of Nurgle demon unit wholly within 12 inches of this terrain feature uses the rally command, you can make 1 additional rally roll of a d6. If that unit is a non-hero unit, you can make 3 additional rally rolls of a d6 instead.
That's quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Rot Blossom. Friendly Rotbringers units have ward 5+ with the wholly within 12 of the tree. And any movement phase, Tendrils of Corruption. For the rest of the phase, this terrain feature has a move characteristic of 3 inches and can immediately move 3 inches. It cannot move through or end that move within the combat ranges of enemy units, and it cannot end that move on an objective or another terrain feature.
Yeah.
So, quick question, guys, because you're clever people. Does this get round the tree being tagging it into combat?
No, because it said it's for the rest of the phase. It has a move character.
Yeah, so it's not a move. It doesn't move.
No, I don't think it does tag people in.
No, it can't. It says it cannot move through or end the move in the combat range of enemy units.
So you can't move it up and tag stuff in.
You just read that, Rich. You just read it.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know what I'm doing half the time, mate.
It's a very useful thing now, but also you're more reliant on it.
Can you slow? You only have 1 now, don't you?
You only have 1.
You deploy 1.
You deploy 1, and there is a character who can still give you another 1.
Yeah, the snail guy, isn't it?
And you can bring 1 back. You can bring them back now with the battle trait, which is good.
So if it does get destroyed, you can get 1 back.
Yeah. And it's still quite slow, really, but
the rest of your army's slow, isn't it? So
yeah, so it's fine. Right. So should we do? We'll do this in the order of the app.
Okay, I can flick in.
and it has a 5 up ward.
Yes. 5 up ward. It does mean it's going to be alphabetical. If that's right, Paul. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You just tell me what's coming next, and I'll find it.
So I'll do Belga the Cyst Witch. If you do Bloab Rotspawned.
Yeah. Okay.
So Belga the Cyst Witch is a new named character priest that you can take. She's from the Dark Tide box set, but you can buy her separately now, I think. pretty sure.
Yep.
She has move 4, health 7. Pretty good.
Wow.
Control 3, weirdly. Save 5+. Alright. She has a thrice tainted staff, which has 3 attacks, 4s, rem 1 damage, d3. She has ability in your hero phase. So you can scry the filth. And this applies for the rest of the turn. You either add 1 to casting rolls for friendly wizards which are within 3 of her, or you add 1 to chanting rolls for friendly priests that are in 3 of her. So you pick to either add 1 to chanting or to priests, which is not bad. Then she has her own special prayer, which is granted on a 4, called Ruptured Cysts. You're going to pick a visible diseased enemy unit within 18. And then you inflict D3 mortal damage on the target. Then you inflict 1 mortal damage on each other diseased enemy unit within 3 of the target. So this does kind of work well with the progenitor.
Yes.
And then if you chanting roll as a 9+, you can also pick a unit of plague bearers within 12. And for each enemy infantry model slain, you can return a model to the plague bearer unit. So she's pretty good, and she is 120 points.
Not bad for that.
No,
Even as a
and she's
plus multiplier.
7 health priest. That's pretty good for 120.
Priest 1.
Yeah.
There are no priest 2s in this book, sadly.
No, but she's getting +1 to chance. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, again, you could make her a priest 2 for the next few months. Oh no, you can't.
It gives you another +1, so it kind of means. But she can't take it either because she's unique.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Bloab.
So
he's one of the Magath lords, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can't remember which one he is.
He's the wizardy one.
Okay. So he's got 14 health, a 4-up save. He's movement 8, so that's quite quick for Nurgle stuff, and control 5. Got a 6-up ward save, because he must be a Rotbringer, I'm guessing. He is a Rotbringer.
Yep.
All the Rotbringers basically have 6-up ward saves now instead of 5s.
Yeah.
But they get their buff for being near the trees. So 7 shots at 7 inches. Nurgle, obviously. 2s and 4s, rend 1 d3. Then 3 attacks with his Harvestman's Scythe. 3s and 3s, rend 1 2. And then 5 attacks with Bile Spurter's Claws. 4s and 2s, rend 2 3 damage.
Nice.
He's a Wizard 1. He's got a combat phase rampage, which is pick an enemy monster in combat with this unit to be the target, roll a dice. On a 3-up, subtract 1 from the attacks characteristic of the target's melee weapons for the rest of the turn. That's quite good. -1 attacks.
Yeah,
not dreadful. And then his spell is pick a visible friendly unit wholly within 12 on a 6 until the start of the next turn. Other than the companion's weapon abilities for attacks that target that friendly unit have no effect. So just turn off all of those crits, charge +1 damage, all of that malarkey.
That's cool.
So that's kind of what you get from the prayer lore, isn't it? From the schedule guy around.
Yeah,
so he's quite useful for that, isn't he? In some way.
Yeah, I think that's with a couple of units in this book. That's a really good ability.
Yeah.
Very good defensive ability. Like, just keeps you. Like, for example, I like to use, like, let's take Khorne, for example. I like the Blood Reapers, Skull Reapers, who get like crit 2 hits and stuff. That suddenly just makes them really nowhere near as good. So that's good.
So he is 270 points.
Yeah, I think it's between 250
and
300. It's not dreadful.
Yeah, seems solid.
Yeah.
So next, we've got the Cankerborn, what I will do, and then you get to do Festus.
Ooh, Festus the Leech Lord, one of the new models.
Yeah. The Cankerborn are also another new model, again from Darktide, Darkwater.
Darkwater. Pirates of Darkwater? No, definitely not that.
God, that was great. I remember that cartoon.
So these guys are like big plague bearers. They are really cool. They're move 4. They're 6 health each. There's 2 of them in the unit. They're control 2, save 5 up. They have 4 attacks each, 3s, Ren 1, damage 3 with crit mortal. Pretty good.
Yeah.
They have a special passive ability where if they have 2 models and the unit will be automatically destroyed, just one is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So you keep one alive. And then they have a couple of other abilities. The first one you're going to use is the end of any turn, called Utter Defilement. So it has 2 tokens with this unit, and they're called Pelestant Pollutants, I think, or something like that. And at the end of any turn, you're going to pick an objective or terrain feature within 12 of the units to be the target. And you're going to put one of the tokens on that objective or terrain feature. And if you want to change it, you just remove the token and put it on another one. Okay? So you can do it as many times as you like. And then using that bit lets you use their next ability, which is in your movement phase, and essentially is a teleport. So you're going to teleport them on the battlefield and set them again more than 9 from enemy units that they have to be wholly within 3 of an objective or terrain feature that has one of your little tokens on it, a polluted terrain feature, which is on Gelga's Pus, which we'll do later, or an objective that you control.
Yeah.
And that's a core move ability. So they can kind of teleport around a bit, which is quite good.
Which I suppose in this army, being that I imagine most things are quite slow, that's a really useful ability.
Yeah.
Paul, do you want to do Gelgus instead, actually, seeing that they're kind of linked to him a bit? Is that all right?
Yeah, I've got to find him.
You can find him. I think he's a bit further down the book.
I've got him. Yeah, no, I found him. So Gelgus Pus, the Prince of Swords. 8 health, 3 up save. So 3 up save is really quite good. 5 up ward as well, so he's pretty tanky with control 5 and movement 8. 7 attacks with crit auto wound. 3s and 3s, rend 1, damage 3.
Oof.
He can, once per battle in the hero phase, pick a terrain feature within 6 and make it polluted. So that's quite good. That's the thing they teleport to, isn't it?
Yeah, so then these guys, the Kangaskhan, can teleport to that polluted terrain feature.
Yeah. And he's got a passive polluting aura. While a Magic Kin of Nurgle unit is wholly within 6 of a polluted terrain feature, each time that unit uses or is the target of an ability that would heal 1 or more damage points, add 1 to the number of damage points healed. While an enemy unit is within 6 of a polluted feature, each time that unit is the target of an ability that would heal or 1 or more damage points, subtract 1 from the number of damage points healed to a minimum of 0. So stops people healing wounds or helps you heal wounds.
Yep.
Then any combat phase, pick each enemy unit in combat with this unit to be the targets. Roll a dice for each target. If the roll equal to exceeds the control characteristic, pick one of the following to apply for the rest of the turn. -1 to hit, -1 to wound, -1 to control. And then finally, in any charge phase, pick each enemy unit that charged this turn is in combat with this unit to be the target. Roll a d3 on a 2-up, take that much damage. So a dirty d3 mortal wounds if you charge him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not bad.
How many points?
However, he is 220 points.
How much is a demon prince? How much is he's like a demon prince? He must be. Is he?
Yeah. Well, but then we just had Bloab, who is 270 points, and he's got almost like double the amount of health. And
but this guy's got a 3-up, 5-up, whereas Bloab's got a 4-up, 6-up, so they're probably about equal on wounds in terms of damage taken.
Maybe.
And this guy does more. Like, he's a lot more buffy for lots of different stuff.
I think if you take
polluting ability on its own is fantastic.
If you take the Cankerborn, you probably have to take him, don't you?
I think you take them both together. The Cankerborn, excuse me, they're 200.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad for 2 models.
No,
but then that ends up being a quarter of your points.
Yeah.
For 2 units that are good, but is it worth a quarter of your points? Oh, it's interesting conversation.
I think the Cankerborn are good on their own, even without him, because they can still teleport around and they're still doing quick mortals and stuff.
Well, can they teleport though if someone's not polluted something? What was that?
Yeah, because they pollute with their tokens.
Yeah, they do. They do it themselves, and they can still teleport to objectives that you control.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
So they're still pretty useful in that way. So we've got Festus next. So I can try to get the order right. He is move 5, health 14, control 5, 4 up save. He has his little slug thing. Gatto bites. Sounds like I think from the Guyver a little bit.
Well, you look at it, it's like a graboid, isn't it? When you look at
it's like a graboid. Zoanoid, I think they used to be called in Guyver.
Yeah, I think so.
Bit of a old school anime there for you. So that has 4 attacks, 4s to hit, 2s to wound, rend 2, damage 3, but crit mortal. It has got companion as well. So if you did take that formation that works on companion, it would work with that.
It would, but you'd always do the crit mortal rather than crit 2 hits, wouldn't you?
Yeah, which is the other thing, I suppose. And then he's also going to hit you with his gnarled plague staff, which is 3 attacks, 3s, 3s, rend 1, damage D3.
Fine.
So he again has quite a lot of abilities. So for each enemy unit that was in combat with Festus and was destroyed this turn, Festus gains D3 leech points, and they last for the rest of the battle. And for each leech point he has, he gains +1 control. Okay. There with me so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then his spell is called the Leech Lord's Curse. It's cast on a 6. Pick a visible enemy unit within 18, then roll to cast it. The effect is he gains a leech point.
Right.
Then, until the start of your next turn, each time the target uses a core ability or command, after it's been resolved, you roll a dice. On a 3-up, that enemy unit takes 1 mortal damage. And then, if the damage point was allocated to the target, Festus heals 1.
Right.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So he's potentially damaging the unit every time and healing his abilities back.
Every time they move, shoot, go all out attack, all out defense, redeploy, rally.
What's the range on that again?
18.
Yeah.
It's good, long range.
Yeah.
And he's also got a combat phase ability.
Sorry, remind me, is that just pick 1 unit or any unit?
1 unit. One unit within 18.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
But if they're gonna, it's until the start of your next turn as well.
They could take like 10 mortal wounds if they do like a reasonable amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Or they could just choose not to do anything with them.
Well,
but then they're not going to do anything, are they, for the whole turn? And if they're in combat, they have to fight. That's 1 straight away anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
You know. So his combat phase ability is, it only works. This is one of the ones I was telling you about, where it works when you don't charge. So it only works if this unit did not charge this turn. You pick an enemy unit in combat, you can't pick manifestation or terrain feature. You and your opponent roll off. You then add this unit's control characteristic to your roll, and you add the target's control characteristic to their roll. If your roll is higher, you can apply an effect. Bear in mind you've just got more control from your leeching. So suddenly you're more likely to do this. If the target is a hero or monster, you inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the difference between your roll and your opponent's roll. Okay?
Right.
And if the target is not a hero monster, 1 model in a target unit is slain. Okay? It's pretty good.
It's alright. Good way of getting rid of like Varingard
with his other
stuff.
ones. Yeah, anything like that works quite well. And because you get to have, you've got your leech points building up your control. You already control 5. You know, if you're casting a spell every turn, you're getting a leech point. If you're doing, getting him in combat and units are dying, he's getting more leech points. It could do a fair amount of damage to an enemy hero when you haven't charged, which is quite good. And he's still a demon.
But that's the key thing. If you haven't charged.
Yeah. So you can't charge him. It's almost like for an ongoing combat. It's good. So he's a wizard. He's a wizard 2 as well, which is
that's good. Wizard 2 is really good.
Yeah, and he's a 5-up ward demon. He's quite cheap for what he does. I think he is 320 points.
Yeah,
for a 2-cast wizard with 14 health, 4-up save, 5-up ward, who can heal from his own spell and heal again.
I don't think he's bad, but I just don't know if he's worth the points when it comes to his main kick-ass ability is he has to be charged for it to work. And it's a bit like,
Yeah.
That's the one thing that throws me off, because it kind of dictates how you're supposed to use him, and I'm never really a fan of being told, if that makes sense, how to use something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being finicky. I think if he was he 320? I think at 300 I'd be tempted.
No.
I like him.
He's a really nice model as well.
Oh yeah, he does look cool.
So, Paul, do you want to do the Great Unclean
Great
one?
Unclean one. Okay, let me find the Great
Unclean. For interest point, his points are 430 on the Great Unclean one.
So 20 health and a 4-up save, 6-inch move and 5 control. He's got a ranged attack, 7 inches, D3 plus 3, the Noxious Bile. 3s to hit, 2s to wound, Rend 2, damage 2. So consistent attacks, because it's going to be 4 to 6.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. It's just such short range is the only downside. It is shooting combat, though.
Yeah. Which is good.
And then he's got 4 attacks, 3s and 2s, Rend 2, damage 4. So one of the few monsters that hits on 3s.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. He's a level 1 wizard with the Plague Wind spell. Declare, pick a visible enemy unit within 12, cast on a 7. The unit has diseased keyword. So another way of giving out your disease. The real reason you're going to take him is this one here. Once per turn army, your movement phase for a command point. Pick a demon unit that started the battle with 3 or more models and has been destroyed. Set up a replacement unit with half the number, wholly within 6 of this unit. Or a feculent Narmor and more than 9 from enemy units. So he's your recycling center for a command point.
Yeah.
I like that.
Useful.
And then once per turn army, end of any turn, if you're damaged at all, if you take a 1 wound, pick 3 enemy units in combat to be the targets, take a dirty D3 mortal wounds. So like his diseased blood is spurting all over you or whatever.
Yeah. Is he Wizard 1 in the book?
He is Wizard 1 in the book. Oh, sorry, Wizard 2. No, he's Wizard 2. It's just my eyesight.
Yeah, Wizard 2, that's fine.
That's not bad, though. I like
Wizard 2. Yeah, he's good. Yep. He's 430
I don't think that's bad for 430
points.
points.
No, he shoots, he fights, he's a wizard. Yep. He's got good abilities. So he's just quite good. Quite good. So, next we've got Gotrot Spume, and then Paul will do the Harbinger of Decay, please. So Gotrot Spume is another unique hero. They've got quite a lot of unique heroes.
They've got a lot of heroes, full stop.
Yeah. He is move 4, health 7, control 2, 4 plus save. His axe is 5 attacks, 3s and 2s, rend 1, damage 2, with anti-hero plus 1 rend and crit mortal. And he has flailing tentacles. Someone's getting excited.
He's just read what the chat's been saying, isn't
he? Pick an enemy infantry hero in combat to be a target. On a 3-up, they have strike last. And then he's got, I think he's had this before, he's got his deployment phase ability where he gets to ride his slime fleet. So he gets to pick a regiment. You pick a regiment led by this unit. As long as no units have been deployed, and they're basically deployed off the board.
Okay.
And then in your movement phase, you bring them back onto the battlefield, wholly within 7 of an edge and more than 9 from all other enemy units. Basically,
so it's like a deep strike round the edge of the board.
He's a deep strike, teleport you man, but he's immortal, so it has to be his regiment and his regiment is only himself, 0 to 1 Rotbringer Lords, and any Rotbringers.
That's not
all
bad,
the
though,
mortal
is it?
stuff.
Yeah,
No, still pretty good.
I think.
Still pretty good. And he is 120 points.
Steal at that.
Real cheap. I like that.
It's not bad for a teleport.
Yeah, it's 5 damage to attacks as well. And the hero strike last thing.
And I have the model of him as well, so I like him for that.
Mm-hmm.
It is only an infantry hero that you can flail your tentacles at.
Still quite a lot. Not big
else.
monsters, but still pretty good.
No.
I think for 120 points, just because, like, I mean, if you can get like a reinforced unit of whatever replaces Blight Kings now, is it Rot Swords?
Mm-hmm.
Technically Rot Swords, yeah.
Should have said that. But
have you got the hiccups? Have you got the hiccups, Rick?
No, that was me trying to be like, oop.
Okay.
But it just sounded like I had hiccups or some other problem with my voice.
I was about to scare you, but then you haven't got them.
I mean, arguably, thinking about Lurking Worm's internet thing
that's
scares
pretty
me
scary,
enough. I think just, because you could take a big reinforced unit of people and just like, here's teleport.
People.
Fantastic.
Just people.
just random guys.
Reinforced unit of people.
Is that just, do they like have 1 health, no save, 1 attack, 6s and 6s, no rend, 1 damage, like generic people?
Yeah. Except they have really good communication skills, and if you put them in a big group, they sometimes get frenzied.
What magical people are this that have really good communication skills? There's no such people as that.
Well,
everyone has bad communication, don't they?
To be fair, there doesn't seem like there's that many people in the planes that have that. To be fair,
the realms, the mortal realms. Is that the word you're?
Realms. That's it. Why was I thinking of planes?
You've been playing D&D or something, have you?
I think I have, and that's the problem with that.
So, Harbinger of Decay, then, please, Paul.
So this is the priest that's mounted on like I'm going to say horse, but I don't know, some sort of Nurgle beast thing.
Kind of a horse, isn't it?
It's legitimately what people say when they're like, "I'm so hungry, I can eat a scabby horse." It is that.
Yeah,
horse.
it's a scabby horse. That's a good description.
Yeah.
So movement 8, 7 health, 3 up save, 2 control, 6 up ward because it's a mortal, again a Rotbringer. Scythe has 3 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 1, 3 damage, crit mortal. And the mount has got a fly-blown bite. 2 attacks, 5s and 3s, no rend 1. Yeah. Still, the crit mortal side's quite good, but once per turn army, your enemy hero phase. This is done the enemy hero phase. Pick an enemy unit within 18 to be the target. Roll a d3. Target's within 6 of Sloven Knights, which is a unit we're going to talk about in a bit. You roll a d6 instead. If the roll equals or exceeds the target's control, subtract 1 from wound rolls from the target's attacks to the start of your next turn.
That's cool.
Yeah, just automatically do it. Not a prayer, not a thing. Just pick it in the enemy's hero phase. Yeah. And then the prayer is pick a visible enemy unit within 12 on a 4-up. Subtract twice the current round from the target's control. If you charge it on a 10, it affects all enemy units within 12 of the unit.
Right. And so, if in theory you're on the 5th battle round, you can control. Subtract, which is pretty strong against Gargants or something.
Yeah,
could be good. But then, would you really want to chant that when you've got so many other things to chant?
That's the question, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a clutch thing to have in your back pocket, I suppose. Yeah. If you probably it's not the reason you take him, but the fact you have it doesn't.
How many points is he?
Yeah, 140 points.
Okay.
I don't hate him for that.
No.
And the fact he's getting a benefit from having Sloven Knights as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think he's
quite a survivable priest.
I mean, he's basically the same stats as Belga, isn't he? Really? I don't know why she's 7 health as well, but she is.
Well, he's also quicker, isn't he?
He's got 3 up save. That does make a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
And you can make him priest too. Oh no, you can make him priest plus 1 to chanting.
Plus 1. But that's what Belga has built in.
So if you take him and Belga, you could get him on +2 to chant potentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it starts getting really tasty actually. And if you get him near a place of power as well, I think.
Who's next?
Next is Horticulus Slimux. And then, Paul, you can do us the Lord of Afflictions, please. So, Horticulus, Snail Bro, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Move 4, health 8, control 2, 4 up save. He's a demon, so 5 up ward. He has Lopping Shears, 3 attacks, 3s, run 1, damage 2. And his snail called Mulch has 4 attacks, 4s, 3s, rem 1, damage D3. So he links in with the Beast of Nurgle a little bit, and he lets you return Beast of Nurgles that have been destroyed. So I'm pretty sure the Great Unclean One can't do that.
Well,
I
what
think
size
he
units
brings
are they?
1.
Yeah, he can't, 'cause he has to be using size 3 or more.
Yeah. So Horticulus lets you bring your beasts back. So this is just it doesn't cost a CP. It's just your movement phase. You roll a dice on a 3 up. You set up a replacement unit wholly in 12 of Horticulus and 9 away. He then has another movement phase ability in your movement phase. If there's no more than one friendly Feculent Narmal on the battlefield, you can put another one down.
Okay.
So he basically keeps you at 2 the whole time, essentially, in your turn, which is pretty good.
No, it's not bad.
And then he's also got the Narmal Whisperer. You pick a friendly Feculent Narmal, and you remove it from the battlefield and set up again wholly in 12 of him and more than 3 from all enemy units and everything else. And that's the end of your turn. You can do that. So you can carry them around, which is quite good. It means you can put them in a good place to either rally lots or give your mortals a 5 up ward.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And he is 140 points.
See, he's a bargain at that.
Not bad. He's not a wizard or anything or a priest. He just does that. But still pretty useful.
I suppose he does lean into a very specific play style of like you want to go Beasts of Nurgle with him. But
maybe. I wonder if the beast is like you almost ignore that and you just go, well, I'm going to have 2 Narmals.
Yeah.
Which then means you've got a better spread around your whole army, which is probably better for you. Maybe.
I don't disagree with that.
Potentially. Then we've got Lord of Afflictions, please.
Yes, so this is one of the Lord ofs. I can't remember which one got a new model. One of them got a new model, didn't it, with the release? This might be the one that did.
No, I don't think they did. No. But you could use and I did against Rich. I used one of the guys from Dark Tidewater, whatever it's called.
Right.
It is Darkwater. It's right there. There's one in there who looks basically just like the Lord of Plagues.
Okay.
And so I just used him as Lord of Plagues.
Okay. Well, this is Lord of Afflictions. That's what I'm saying. There's Lord of Plagues, Lord of Blights, Lord of Afflictions. I thought one of them got a new model release. I thought it might have been this one.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
No.
Blights is the one with the wooden frame on his back.
Yeah. Plagues is like the Axeman.
The older one. Yeah, Axeman.
I thought this guy might have been new, but maybe I'm just going mad.
Which one's Afflictions?
That's why I thought he was the new one.
Yeah, it might be.
No, it's the one you have to make from the mortal flies.
Oh, the mounted dude. Okay.
The mounted.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
So 8 health, 3 up save, 8-inch move. It's the guy on the fly. I understand now. Yeah. I was thinking it was the guy on foot. Okay.
No.
It has the Fester Pike, charge +1 damage, 4 attacks, 3s and 3s, render 1 damage 3, and then 6 attacks with the flies, mouth parts, and sting. 4s and 3s, no rend 1 companion. So that's the one you could give the crit 2 hits to if you were doing that little sub faction.
Yeah,
I think it doesn't have any punch, does it really? So
there's no punch.
So does he become? Sorry, just check. Does he become damage 4 on the charge?
No, damage 3. He's damage 2 base.
Damage 3 on the charge. He's 2 base.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, still not bad.
And then he's got impact hits, basically. Any combat phase, pick 3 enemy units in combat, roll a d3 on a 2, take that many mortal wounds. And then Master of Rot Flies, any combat phase. This unit charges turn, pick up 2 Pascal Blight Lords wholly within 12, add 1 to the rend for the flies, mouth parts, and stings.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they gain a bit of rend on the charge, the flies. He's okay.
I'm
I'd
gonna
say
guess-
180.
Not too bad.
180.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to guess 160.
170.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Close. Well done.
Me in the middle.
So to me, the weakness of these guys is they're kind of with him and the Poscoils is going to be they're an attacking unit,
Yeah.
which then means you're miles away from your tree, giving you a 5 ward, which is kind of the issue of it, I think.
I suppose the question is, if you're taking this as an attacking unit, you kind of know that that's the case anyway. Like you're almost like, I'm chucking these guys out, and they're going to stop you getting to the rest of my army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There could be a cross between a screen and a speed bump.
He always was the deep strike one as well. You used to let you deep strike the flies, so that is gone.
Yeah.
Can you take them in the unit with gut rot spume?
Yeah.
So you could have them deep strike.
Yeah. Well, slime fleeting.
Yeah.
On his writhing tentacles. Next one is Lord of Blights.
And then Lord of Plagues, I guess.
Then Lord of Plagues, yeah. So they're linked to different units now. So Lord of Blights is linked to the new Future Brightling models. All right.
Which are very cool models.
They are cool models. Lord of Blights is move 4, health 7, control 2, save 3 up. He has 4 attacks. 3s, rend 1, damage 3. And he has anti-charge +1 rend. Not bad.
Nope.
He has a once per turn army, any combat phase ability. You pick this unit and a friendly Blight King's unit within 3. You roll a dice. On a 3 up, you ignore negative modifiers to save rolls for the targets the rest of the turn. So that's pretty good.
So what's their base save?
So that means
5 up?
Blight Kings are 5 up.
Yeah.
So they're 5 up ignoring, but he's 3 up ignoring.
Yeah.
Because you picked this unit and a friendly Blight King unit within 3. That's pretty decent. And also in the combat phase, he's got his thrice ripened Death's Head still. You pick an enemy unit that charged this turn as in combat with this unit, or with a friendly Plague Drones unit wholly in 12. And then on 2 up, you do a dirty D3 worth of mortals to them. Which is okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a nice little thing.
But again, it's enemy unit has to charge you.
Yeah.
And he is 140 points.
Yeah, okay, 130, 140 is not
bad. Then we've got Lord of Plagues.
Yeah, so 7 health, 4-inch move, 4 up save for him, but he does have less armor than the Lord of Blights, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
2 control. He's got 5 attacks with his plague-ridden Great Blade. 3s and 3s, red 1, 2 damage, crit mortal. So, mortal wounds out of this guy instead. And then he adds 1 to the wound roll. So he's a rot swords guy. So he adds 1 to the wound rolls for rot swords that did not charge this turn and are wholly within 12. And then his other ability is pick a friendly unit of rot swords that did not charge this turn and is wholly within 12 on a 2-up +1 attacks for their weapons. So basically he gives them +1 to wound and +1 attack if they don't charge.
Which is pretty decent.
That's a really good buff when we get to the rot sword scroll.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's his point?
100 points.
Deep as
Take
ships.
Him every day.
Yeah, every day.
Turn him into a priest, do whatever you want with him. Great.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, with his consent, I suppose.
Yeah.
Before we do too much with him. So I'll do Morbidex Twice Born, and then we've got Demon Sprue that Paul can do for us. So Morbidex Twice Born is another one of those thingy lords, isn't he? Whatever they're called.
Magath lords, isn't it?
Magath lords, yeah. He is move 8, health 14, control 5, 4-up save, so same as Orgots. He has a ranged weapon, 7 inches, 3 attack, 3s, rend 1, damage 1. And then his melee weapons are, he's got a Flesh Reaper Scythe, which is 5 attacks, 3s, rend 1, damage 2. And then the monster, who's called Triple Tongues, apparently, has 5 attacks, 4 to hit, 2 to wound, rend 2, damage 3. So this is like the big Nurgling guy.
Yeah, this is the Nurgling.
So end of any turn, he heals X. and X is half the number of damage points this unit has, rounding up. So it just heals loads, potentially. And then while there are any friendly Nurglings holding in 12, you ignore the first point of damage allocated to that Nurgling unit each phase, and they ignore the beast ability.
So they can actually score objectives.
Yeah, which is quite good. Well, it means they can get more than control 1, doesn't it? For the unit, which is quite good. Then he has once per turn army combat phase ability tied to Nurglings. You pick 2 friendly Nurgling units holding in 12, roll a dice for each one on a 2-up. If they're not in combat, they can move an amount equal to the roll, but can't move into combat. If they're in combat, they can pile in.
Yep.
So, I mean, the Nurgling stuff's a little bit meh, but he's 260 points.
Yeah.
For a health 14 for up save guy, probably won't die.
It's okay. I mean, you could probably do some funky shenanigans with the Nurgling move that I can't think of off the top of my head.
Probably, but I'm not that funny. No. Next.
No. We have got Orgot's Demon's View. Yep. Health 14, 3-up save on this guy, so he's got a better armor save, 8 move, 5 control. Yeah. Shooting attack, this guy's got 1 shooting attack, that's 3s and 3s, no rend, d6 damage. So they've all got a different shooting profile with a different type of tongue.
Yeah, different tongues.
Yeah. So he fights with the rot axes, 7 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 1, 2 damage, and then the claws, which are 5 attacks, 4s and 2s, rend 2, 3 damage. So that profile for the beasts is constant throughout all 3.
Yeah, it's all the same.
And then this guy's got, each time you make an unmodified save roll of a 1 for combat attacks that target him, inflict 1 mortal damage on the attacking unit after the fight ability has been resolved. So he bounces mortals back onto whoever fights him. And then his rampage in the combat phase is pick an enemy unit in combat to beat the target, roll a dice. On a 3-up, add +1 to wound for combat attacks made by friendly Maggotkin of Nurgle units that target the enemy unit for the rest of the turn. So that's pretty good, actually, +1 to wound.
Not too bad. He's 270 points.
A little bit much for me.
Yeah, he's okay.
240 again would have been fine, I think.
Nothing special.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. As an aside, there's a lot of heroes in this book.
We are not. We're about halfway, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left.
Yeah.
And then an extra one for Rotigus.
I think there's more heroes in this. More heroes in this than there are in Stormcast.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they gained 3, didn't they? Or 4. They gained 4 from Dark Tidewater.
Well, because I'm sitting there thinking, all right, well, I could, like I'm normally doing this and trying to work out a list and things. I'm like, just way too many heroes.
The only thing I would say is at least the heroes in this are quite unique to different units.
Yeah, they kind of synergize.
So you kind of go units first and then go your heroes after, I think, a little bit. Apart from maybe a guy in a minute. So next we've got the Poxbringer, who's the basically Herald of Nurgle. And then Paul will do us the Rotbringer Sorcerer, please.
Okay.
So, Poxbringer, move 4, health 5, control 2, save 5+. He has 3 attacks, 4s, 3s, rend 1, damage 2, crit mortal. And he has a fight reaction combo ability. So, with Plague Bearers, you'll combo with them, and then the Plague Bearers are going to get +1 attack when they combo.
Okay. Yep.
That's it. He's a Wizard 1, and he's 90 points.
Yeah, okay.
Not Wizard 1, 90 points.
Yeah, that's not bad for Wizard 1, yeah.
And you can add him into a regiment as like a little Plague Scion.
Okay,
so he's like
that's unusual that you can put a Wizard in. Yeah.
For a Wizard, that is unusual.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is quite good, actually.
Rotbringer Sorcerer, 6 health, 5-up save, 4 move, 2 control. 3 attacks with his staff, 4s and 3s, rend 1 d3. And then his little ability, he's got one ability, is pick an enemy unit that's picked to target with a spell, roll a dice, on a 2-up subtract 1 from ward rolls for the rest of the turn. So if you hit someone with a spell, on a 2-up they get -1 ward, which actually is quite a good ability. If he's like 120, I think that's pretty decent.
So it says he is 100 points. Even better.
That's even
solid
better.
For that.
Brucey bonus, is he a Scion?
No, sadly not. It does say that the spell was successfully cast.
Yeah.
So that means it hasn't been unbound, doesn't it? Essentially?
I think that
is that right?
I think success.
Or does that mean you
no?
just have to
I think you just
cast
have to cast it for successfully cast. I think.
So if they unbind it, it doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters. I agree.
Which is better for the ability.
Yeah. I think it's successfully cast and not unbound is wording that you see sometimes. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You can also, I suppose, you could have like a little bubble of him and Belga the Cyst Witch, so he's getting +1 to his cast to give you even more chance of getting that off.
Yeah, could do. Yeah.
Interesting.
So next we've got Rotigus. So this is the book one, and then Rich, if you're okay, can you do us the Scourge of Gyran one?
Yeah, of course, guys.
And then after that, Paul can do us Shaman Foulhoof.
Yep.
Okay. So first, the book Rotigus. So this is the one I think is probably the best one, and you would probably do an army around him if you wanted to. So he is move 6, health 22, control 10, 4-up save. He has melee weapons only in this form. So he's got 4 Fanged Maw attacks, which is 3s, 2s, Rend 2, damage 2. And he's got his Gnarl Rod, just 5 attacks, 3s, 2s, Rend 1, damage 3. So not too bad. He has the passive ability, add 1 to casting rolls for friendly Nurgle units while they're wholly in 12. So that's just good. He then has a once per turn army charge phase ability, Mountain of Loathsome Flesh. If he charged, you roll a dice. On a 3-up, you pick a visible unit within 1. Then you roll a dice for every model in that unit, and on a 5-up, they take a mortal damage.
Okay.
So pretty good against big units.
Yep.
And then this is the good one. So his spell is an 8+ to cast, okay, but a 7 because he gets +1, and maybe Bell gives him +1, so he's on a 6. You're going to pick each enemy unit within 1 of this target.
Within 18.
Target, sorry. 18, sorry. Each enemy unit within 18.
One would be rubbish.
Yeah, that'd be even better. Pick each enemy unit within 18 of this model to be a target, and then pick each friendly magazine unit within 18 also. You do 1 damage to each enemy target, and you heal 1 to each friendly target. And then, until the start of your next turn, while they are within 18 of this unit, enemy units cannot use or be picked to be a target of any abilities that heal or return slain models to a unit.
Okay, so that really amps up the disease point.
You just can't take them off.
So you can't take it off, and you're not bringing anything back or doing any sort of clever, Night Haunt,
all the Sylvanet stuff,
healing model back, Sylvanet stuff. You just no. Rotigus says no. That's it.
Okay.
And he's a wizard too still, which is good. And he is 410 points.
Yeah, every single list I write, he's in that.
Pretty much, I think he is. You're going to take him just because it makes you cast better, and that spell
no healing is just so strong with the disease.
Yeah. In some ways, it's fair that it is a spell, not just an ability.
You can just stop it if you unbind it.
Because it means your opponent can stop it. Yeah. Which is good. But I think you can probably make a list around it where you're getting lots of pluses to.
Yeah, I agree.
Do it quite easily. Do you want to do the Scourge of Gyran
I'll do the other one. So same move, health, control, and save. He's only got 2 Fanged Maw attacks, 3s, 2s, 2 Rend, 2 damage. His Gnarl Rod, 5 attacks, 3s, 2s, -1, 3 damage. But he's also got a host of Nurglings, which is 10 attacks, 5s and 5s, no Rend, 1 damage, but crit auto wounds and companion. He has his passive ability is subtract 1 from save rolls for enemy units while they're within 6 inches of this unit, which I think is pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got an inbuilt add 1 to casting rolls for him. He has a once per turn army combat phase ability called Tentacular Grip. Pick an enemy unit in combat with this unit to be the target. Roll a dice. If it exceeds the target's save characteristic, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. So that's pretty good. So you're lowering their save to then make that easier. He's got a spell, cast on 7, Virulent Downpour. Add 3 inches to the range of this unit's Befouled Rainfall ability, which is the subtract 1 from save rolls.
Yeah.
For the rest of the battle. This unit can be affected by this ability multiple times, and the effects are cumulative. Then inflict 1 mortal damage on each enemy unit within range of that ability. He is 430 points.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
more
him.
than the book one.
I just take the book one every time.
I suppose it's very
the healing
with him. He's very dependent on. You need to cast that spell. Let's say you go second, first round. You kind of need to get that off their turn and your turn to get that to a 12-inch. And then by the time it's round 3, you're starting to do like 20 inches or something insane. But it's like you're kind of very dependent on the spell working to be of any real use. Otherwise, you're just chucking him in, and he's not really combat enough to do that.
No.
I don't think he's worth the extra 20 points.
No. I think the book one is better, to be honest. Do you want to do the next unique hero then?
Damon Foulhoof. So he's like the Beastman style shit, sort of. Needs the Pestigors. Your favourite, like sub chaos faction. He looks like a Beastman.
They don't exist anymore.
He's actually a Rotbringer according to the keyword, so he's still a Rotbringer.
Oh yeah. I know what Rotbringers are. I think unfortunately beasts don't exist anymore. They've all gotten rid of.
Not a thing.
Depressingly.
So he's move 6, 5 health, 5 up save, 6 up ward, control 2. Rot stave, 3 attacks, 4s and 3s, rend 1d3, so pretty standard. His combat phase ability is pick a unit of Pestigors wholly within 12 of this unit. Roll a dice. On a 3 up, they get +1 attacks for the rest of the turn. And then his spell is pick a visible enemy unit within 18, subtract 1 from the rend characteristic of the target's melee weapons for the rest of the turn. So actually a nice little buff, debuff character.
It is.
100 points on there the other ways the other ones were.
110 he is.
But I suppose you're only really taking him if you're taking Pestigor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he works for the Pestigor. If you're not taking Pestigor, he's not really worth
He's
taking.
a bit quicker, I guess, and moves 6. That's the only thing that helps him.
Weirdly, I kind of wish he wasn't unique.
Yes, agree. It's just a shaman.
If he was just a shaman.
Yeah, I agree.
Just a shaman, and then you could give him a non-item, then I think I'd like him more.
Yeah, I agree.
But so everyone would be glad to hear we have only 3 heroes left.
I was just about to ask how many have we got left, because this is ridiculous.
Countdown, here we go. So we've got Sloppity Barpiper next, and then Paul, if you can do Spoilpox Scrivener, that'd be great. So Sloppity Barpiper, he is move 4, health 5, control 2, save 5+. He's got his Marotta, which is 3 attacks, 4s, 3s, rem 1, damage 2. And then he's got his once per turn army, your hero phase, his Jolly Gut Pipes. You pick a friendly, visible demon unit wholly in 12, or an enemy unit within 12. If you pick a friendly unit, you roll a dice. If it exceeds the control characteristic, they get to add 2 to run and charge rolls, which is pretty good. If you pick an enemy unit and you exceed their control characteristic on a dice, they suffer until the start of your next turn, while the Sloppy Barpiper is on the battlefield. You inflict D3 mortal damage on that enemy unit each time it ends a move further from Sloppy Barpiper than it was at the start, and each time it's removed from the battlefield as well.
Right.
It's okay. It's a bit. It's very wordy, that.
It's a big old ability. I think I just wouldn't pick him because I'm not going to read all that text.
Exactly my thoughts.
Yeah, and so he isn't. He is a. He's not unique, which is quite nice. And he's 100 points.
Okay.
So he's not rubbish. If you've got 100 points left, maybe for
true, but
having a unit. I mean, it would mean you could make your Great Unclean one +2 the charge.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just think that if you're looking
roll
at
over his control,
Yeah.
no, you can't. Can you? Is he control 10 or something stupid like that?
Probably.
Or is he
Yeah.
control 5?
No, it's control 5, so you need to roll 6 to do it.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if you're looking at him or the Herald of Nurgle,
You just can take
you
the
probably
Herald.
go for the Herald of
better.
Every
Nurgle. That's a
time.
wizard.
Yeah.
And less points.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people would be happy though. They got rid of the Slotted Piper's weird.
Yeah.
You can't pile in rules, which no one really liked very much, which is good. So spoil
Scrivener, yeah. So 4 health, 5 health. 4 move, 5 up save, 2 control. He has disgusting sneezes, 7-inch range, D6 attacks, 2s and 4s, no rend 1, and then distended more, 3 attacks, 4s and 3s, rend 1, 2 damage. He's basically buffing Plague Bearers with his Hero Phase ability, which is pick a friendly Plague Bearers unit holding 12, roll a dice on a 2-up. You can give them +1 to wound or +5 control. And then pick a monster in the shooting phase that had any damage points allocated to its phase by the sneeze. You can't use rampage until the next turn. So the chances of you doing any damage with that sneeze are completely tiny, and you've got to be within 7 inches. So
it's pretty pointless.
He's basically giving Plague Bearers +1 to wound, probably.
Yeah.
100 points again? 80 points.
80 points.
Okay.
So he's nice and cheap.
He's nice and cheap. Still not great.
I think the only reason you take him is to chuck him. He's not unique, is he?
No.
So you just take him to chuck on if you want a little cheap priest.
Cheap priest, I agree. Yeah. 80-point priest, basically. Yeah. But then they'll probably put points on the priest thing, and he'll be more than that. So
probably. Yeah. So we've done it. We're at the last hero.
Yeah, but
hooray! It's the Glockkin.
Yeah.
So 5 hours later, he's a cool model.
Yeah.
He's move 6, health 24, control 10, 4 up save. He has 3 melee weapons. You've got Gurk's Lamprey Maw, 3 attacks, 3s, 2s, rend 2, damage 3.
Nice.
Then Gurk's Tentacle, 4 attacks, 3s, 2s, rend 2, damage 5.
Nice.
And then Otto's Scythe, which is 4 attacks, 3s, 3s, rend 1, damage 3.
Solid
output.
Pretty
consistent damage, yeah. And he's got a once per turn army reaction when you declare a counter charge for the Glockkin. You can pick 2 Nurgle units, whole even 12. And then they can immediately counter charge with him without any command points being spent.
He had a similar ability last time, but this is actually better because the last one.
Last time it was Robringer only, wasn't it? I think.
No, it's just Blight Kings.
It's just Blight Kings.
Oh, was it? Okay, so that's a lot better. So now it's just anything.
You could have him
decent.
And 2 Great Unclean ones.
Yeah.
Oh, was the Holy Within? What's the range actually?
12.
You should be able to fit a
You could do that. Yeah, definitely. You can fit that easily. He's got a passive. You just subtract 5 control scores while they're in combat with him to enemies. Oh, look, another tentacle ability. I didn't realise Nurgle was like the hentai army.
Yeah, it is.
Now we know what he's lurking doing.
Tentacle trap. So, pick an enemy hero or monster in combat. Roll a dice. On a 4-up, for the rest of the turn, the target cannot be moved, and it can't be removed from the battlefield. And also, you add +1 to hit rolls for attacks that target that enemy unit. So they're stuck, and you get +1 to hit them.
Fair.
I think we all know where the tentacle's going, don't we? Your hero phase on a 6 is a spell he's got called Oh the Growth of Flesh. You're going to pick an enemy unit within 12, or a number of dice equal to the target's health characteristic. For each 5+, you inflict 1 mortal damage on the target, so a maximum of 7. And then if any mortals are inflicted, and it's not a manifestation or a terrain feature, it is diseased. Okay.
Yep.
Fair.
That makes sense. Yeah. And he is 470 points.
It's not bad.
He's a wizard 1, 6
I think for his
Rotbringer.
Yeah, for his output, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think that's dreadful at all. I think you could definitely run him in an army.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely He does more for the army as a whole, doesn't he?
And he's going to be tough to kill at that many health, save, etc., etc.
Yeah. So now we're on to the War Scrolls for the infantry. Hooray!
This must have more scrolls than Nighthawk.
I think it must. Yeah. So we're going to do.
I'm already glazed. As much as I'm enjoying it, I'm already glazed over it.
The units aren't as many. No, there's less.
There's hardly any units. It's just all
okay. Just if you need 100 heroes, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'll do Pestigors, and if you do the Plague Bearers, okay. Cool. So Pestigors, they're move 6, health 2, control 1, save 5+. They get 2 attacks each, 4s, 3s, no rend, damage 1. And their ability is they add 1 to the rend characteristic of this unit's melee weapons while it's not within enemy territory.
So if you fight at home,
territory, no man's land. Yep. And that ability is called Bestial Desecration, which is nice and thematic.
Yep.
And you get 10 models for 130 points.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nice. Just not too bad for 20 health.
Could do with some rend, but it's not bad.
Well, they get one in a lot of the time.
Get rend in your territory.
And you combine them with that shaman does something as well, doesn't it?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So he gives them +1 attack.
Yeah.
So they end up being 3 attacks, 4s, 3s, rend 1, damage 1.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Plague Bearers?
So do you want to do Plague Bearers?
Yeah, so 2 health, 6 up save, 5 up ward, like they've always been, move 4, 1 control.
Yeah.
Plague Sword is 1 attack, 4s and 3s, no rend 1, but it is crit mortal. And then -1 to hit for attacks that target them while they're contesting an objective you control, which is kind of different. It means you're going to be -1 to hit a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
Even in combat as well now,
definitely.
so... Yeah.
Yeah, it's just everything.
I would say 130, 140.
130 for 10.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
It's pretty worth it.
You've got to chew through them.
They're better than the Pestigors for me at the moment out of those two.
I mean, they're easily -1 to hit and wound with a spell, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah. Which just makes them more durable. Yeah. And they're rallying with 9.
A load of dice. 10 dice, yeah, because they've got a musician.
10 dice rally.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So we've got a new unit now, which is the Pox Wretches, again from the Dark Tidewater box set.
Yeah.
I'm going to call that forever now. They're move 5, health 1, control 1, save 6+. These are like your little men unit.
Normal people, yeah?
Normal people, yeah. This is normal people. So they have 2 attacks each, 4s, no rend, damage 1. With critical wound. Hooray. But luckily they have loads of abilities. So this is a funny size unit. There are 14 models in it, and then you get 6 tokens. So it's a 20 model unit, really, but 6 of them are tokens, so it's only 14. So with your 6 tokens, which are called Maya Kelpies, you can use them to help you disease people. So at the end of any turn, you can remove any number of Maya Kelpies you want to, and then roll a dice, adding 1 for each Kelpie you got rid of. And then if you get to a 6+, you get to target disease keyword, which is quite useful.
Yep.
But if you roll a 1, it doesn't work.
Okay.
And that's basically what they do.
Yeah.
A quite good unit. They are 100 points for 14.
That's a good.
Not too bad.
That's a good screen, isn't it?
Can you reinforce them?
Yeah, potentially.
Because you could reinforce them, and you could get up to 12 tokens, then, couldn't you?
Yeah. So you could have a big reinforced unit, but in some ways you probably don't mind if they die, because you can still do the ability on the 3-up of
help.
That's true.
Anyway, because they're rock bringers, so you kind of want them to die in some ways.
I mean, again, they're still better than the Pestigor from the sounds of it.
Yeah. So then we've got Putrid Bikelings next.
Yeah, so that's 3 health, 4 up save, 4 up move, 5 up save. So these are the models that have changed. So these used to be a 3 up save and like the big tanky combat unit, and now they've kind of switched to a different role. So they've got 4 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 1, damage 1. But the anti-priest +1 rend, anti-wizard +1 rend, so they're like wizard priest hunters.
That's interesting.
And then once per turn, army end of any turn, pick a visible wizard or priest within 12. It's a wizard, and the roll a dice. If it's a wizard and you exceed the power level, each time they make a casting roll of a double 1, double 2, or double 3, is miscast. And if it's a priest, if the roll exceeds the power level, each time your opponent makes an unmodified chanting roll of 1 or 2, the prayer fails, not resolved, and your opponent must remove D3 ritual points from the target.
It's not a bad ability.
No,
like
it's
it.
okay.
It's range 12.
I mean, if they're like
Not rubbish.
130-ish points, 140 maybe, might put a unit in.
How big is the
They're
unit? How many
130.
It's going to be
models?
5. Yeah, it's going to be 5 still,
models.
isn't it?
Still
Yeah.
5 models. Yeah, still 5 models.
That's 5
So
models, 130 points for 15 wounds with a 5 up save, 6 up ward that can do a nice amount of attacks.
Potentially ignoring damn Rend if you got the other guy.
That's not bad. And there are some big
okay.
wizards as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're in there and you're attacking, I don't know, what's a big wizard? I don't know. Let's say a Keeper of Secrets. Yeah, Archaon Keeper of Secrets. You're suddenly doing 2 Rend, and that's
pretty okay, isn't it? Yeah.
That's actually not bad at all. That's like what? Oh, I'm really bad at maths. 20 attacks? Rend 2?
21 attacks for the champion, if they have a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's about buffing them. So if you get them +1 attack for something else, suddenly you're 5 attacks each.
I think
I don't hate that.
The biggest problem is that the models have changed and people probably aren't going to buy the new models because they've got the old ones or something like that. That's the only thing with them, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've got Rotmire Creed next, then Paul, do you want to do Rot Swords?
I mean, we should have just done the Rot Sword Scroll, and that's the only one we needed to do. But
probably, but we'll do the other ones just for completeness sake. Rotmire Creed. So they're move 5, health 1, control 1, save 6 up. They've still got their range weapon, which is 12 inches, 2 shots, 4s, 3s, no rend damage 1. And then they have rubbish combat attacks we're not going to go over. They got a passive ability, which is Virulent Concoctions. When you pick an enemy unit to be the target of the Infect ability, which is where you roll, where you make them diseased, you can pick a unit which they have shot rather than one that's not within 7. So it kind of gives you a slightly increased range to potentially
put it out on something,
of given disease, which is okay, but not amazing. Then Rot Swords, the one that we
so these are brand new models, very, very nice models, and the scroll I think is really good. So 2 health, 3 up save, 4-inch move, 1 control, 6 up ward, 2 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 1, damage 1, crit 2 hits. And they've 1 combat phase ability. Pick an enemy unit that charges turns in combat. On a 3 up, the target cannot use commands for the rest of the turn. So stop people using commands into you.
Yep.
But you got to remember all the buffs you get when you get charged. I think they can have up to 4 attacks with a couple of the buffs. 3s and 2s.
So I think I got
Rend. Can you get to Rend 2? Probably.
You can't. I don't think it's a Rend 2, but you've got crit 2 hits anyway, so you don't really mind. 4 attacks, crit 2 hits, 3s and 2s, Rend 1, damage 1. Just does.
I guess you could be Rend 2 into like a hero that was stabbed with the Rust Fang, couldn't you? That's the only way.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. But yeah, they are 200 points for 10 models.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's about right because they're pretty decent, really.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And that's all the infantry. We've now got 3 cavalry to do. So first we've got Plague Drones, then we've got Poscal, Blight Lords, Protheses, that's right.
Yep.
And then I'll do the Sloven Knights, and then we're nearly done. Okay. Plague Drones, let's go. I kind of wish they did new models for these. They're a bit boring now, I think. But they are move 8, health 5, this is pretty good. Control 2, save 5+. Melee wise, they've got 2 attacks, 4s, 3s, no rend damage 1. Crit mortal from the plague bearer on top, and then the flies have 6 attacks, 4s, 3s, no rend damage 1, like the other flies do.
Okay.
They have coherency of 2 inches because the bases are weird and the models are big. And they also have a passive. They can charge even if they use a retreat ability in the same turn, and they don't take mortals.
Nice.
It's quite a good ability.
That's very handy, actually. It's one of those things that you don't, until you actually sit and think about how useful that could be. Like if you're on one, I don't know, what's a good one I was thinking of? Let's say the life cycle one we played the other night. If you're on one of the objectives, but actually you just need a few more points to get onto the other one to get that primary for you, all of a sudden, I'm retreating, now I can charge. Great. I've got that now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And they are 150 points for 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is pretty decent.
That's fine.
Yeah, for the wounds to save and all the rest of it. Yeah.
I don't think...
I
haven't... Sorry, I was going to say, a lot of this stuff in here, none of it seems... Apart from some of the more expensive heroes, but none of it seems really overly costed.
I think you get a lot of stuff in Nurgle. You get a lot of stuff.
You really
get
do.
A fair amount, don't you?
Yeah. Then we've got Pascal Blight Lords.
Yep.
8 health, 8-inch move, 4 up save, 2 control. So these are the more fighty kind of fly riders, aren't they? So you've got Fly Riders Arsenal, charge +1 damage, 4 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 1 damage, obviously damage 2 on the charge, and then the same sting, mouthparts and sting profile, 6 attacks, 4s and 3s, no rend 1.
But you can buff that with the other guy, can't you?
Yeah, you get an extra rend on that, so it can be rend 1 on the charge. And then you get +1 to the rend of the Fly Riders Arsenal for attacks that target enemy units contesting an objective. So if you charge in, they're 4 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 2, damage 2.
And then you could potentially be
rend
on
1
on the mouthparts as well.
The stings, well, yeah. So they're pretty hitty.
Not too bad.
I'm going to say 220, 210.
I'm going to say 230.
200.
Yeah,
cheap.
200 for 2.
Quite like that.
Oh, for
Not
2.
Bad.
Yeah.
You get 2. Yeah.
You've always got 2.
16 wounds, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got 8 health, so...
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Then we've got the new unit, the Sloven Knights.
Yeah.
So their move 8. They got 4 health, control 1, 3 up save.
Mm-hmm.
Their melee weapon is 2 attacks each. Not very many, but it does hit on 4s, which is a bit rubbish. It wounds on 3s though, at rend 2 and damage 2, with charge +1 damage.
Yeah, damage 3 on the
damage
charge.
3 on the charge. Pretty good. And then they've got horse attacks that no one really cares about.
It's the standard horse profile, so.
Yeah, standard horse profile. And then they have a combat phase ability. It's only once per turn army, so only one unit can do this. You pick an enemy unit in combat with this unit to be a target. You roll a dice. You add 1 to the roll if the enemy unit is in combat with another unit of Rockbringers. And then on a 3 up, they have strike last the rest of the turn.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Double combo charge and...
combo charge in.
Hit them with the...
Doesn't have to...
Yeah, hit them with the flies and the knights, and all of a sudden that's some really good damage, isn't it?
Or even if you can get the rot swords up to like 4 attacks.
Yep.
You chuck these boys in.
Most of the attacks work when they are charged rather than they charge out. That's
of course.
Yeah. So what I tend to do with these guys is you're going to counter charge these guys in.
Yes, if you get charged,
so the enemy charges you count them in, you make the strike last, your rot swords just kill them, and then you're like, okay, fine.
I think you did that. I think that's what you did to me.
Yes, I did do that.
But you didn't manage to take down the Might of Pringles. It didn't work
because of your silly little Deathbringer guy, Deathmaster, who charged like a bazillion inches and stopped my knights counter charging in.
Yep.
And the Sloven Knights are 180 points.
Yeah, that's fine. 12 health.
It's not too bad.
I think that might be a little bit over. I would expect to be 160.
Yeah, I think they could be cheaper because they're only like 12 health in total.
I don't even think it's that. I think their ability is very dependent on other units. So
well, no, it's just a 3 up if you're not.
It's a 3 up. Yeah, it's just better. It's a 2 up if they are. So it's still 3 up. For me, it's just the wounds. Most knights have 3 each, and there's 5 of them, so you're getting 15 wounds, whereas they only get 12. So I think they should be cheaper.
Yeah, I agree.
I
wasn't listening to that.
Do the
just Nurgling.
Last two scrolls.
Is it just the
Beast of Nurgle and
Nurgling, a Beast of Nurgle, of course.
What do you want to do first?
Well, I can't find either at the moment, so you pick one and do that.
Okay, I'll do
Well,
beast
actually,
then, 'cause it's
I can
other
read
thing.
them in the app still. So if you want to pick one and you pick
you
them.
can do both.
Probably means they have.
You can.
Yeah, just do
You
both.
can do
then, Rich.
both, then,
Alright.
Rich.
Paul and I are
Okay.
getting tired.
Oh, you tell me about it. It's tiring listening to the amount of heroes you have to go through. Beasts of Nurgle. 7-inch move, so speedy boys. 8 health, 1 control, 5 up save, 5 attacks, 4s and 3s, 1 damage. 1 rend D3 damage, and their companion. They have an ability once per turn, any army, any charge phase. Attention seekers. If this unit is not in combat, pick the closest enemy model to it to be the target. If 2 or more enemy units are tied to be the closest, you can pick which one is the target and then make a charge roll of 2d6. The unit can move a distance up to the value of the charge roll. It can move through combat ranges of enemy units, but must end within half an inch of the target. Then inflict D3 mortal damage on the target. This unit has charged. So that is actually a banging way to save some points on counter charge.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that ability hasn't changed. They had that.
So it has,
okay.
because it's once per turn army now.
Where is it?
Whereas before, they
it
could
used to be not.
all do it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Also, it's a
So
beast.
it's become
So
fairer.
maximum control
Yeah.
1. Just to
It is
say.
a beast. You're right.
And how many points do we reckon, lads?
120.
120, because I just read it in the app.
Is it
Well,
120?
Yep, it was on the nose pull. You've ruined the illusion there, Matt. That's fine. Good on you.
Well, people would know I'm doing it from the app, so.
I know. But, I like to keep guessing. So, Nurglings, 4-inch move, 4 health, 1 control, 6 up save. They have tiny razor-sharp teeth, 5 attacks, 5s and 5s, no rend. So there's an argument to say how sharp those razor-sharp teeth are. 1 damage, crit auto wounds. They're a beast. And obese, looking at the size of them. And once per turn, army ability, end of any turn. This unit can use this ability only if it's been destroyed. You set up a replacement unit wholly within 6 inches of a friendly feculent Narmal and more than 9 inches away from all enemy units. So again, he probably goes quite nicely with Horticulus Slimex, giving you an extra Narmal, to be fair. So
yeah, they're jumping around, coming back, aren't they? It's really
I
good.
like that. So yeah, that's the Nurglings.
That's all the scrolls done. Hooray!
Woo-hoo!
We did it.
So all I'm going to say is, right, so whoever decided that Stormcast needed to have half their things gutted and tucked away needs to do the same for the Nurgle heroes. There's too many in that book. There is too many.
Yeah, 100%. And there's a few that you could just do without, like let's have a quick peruse. So
and some of the demon stuff you can probably get rid of, some of the extra little demon ones.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at it.
Do you need a Lord of Blights, a Lord of this? I don't know.
Right. Spoils Hox Scrivener, get rid of him, kick him out the door. You don't need 3 different of the same or Morbid X model guys.
Yeah.
I quite like the Magath Lords as a trilogy. I quite like that.
I reckon they're the thing that will probably go if they're going to get rid of.
They are the older models.
They're older models.
Yeah.
So,
so
they just it's too many.
So, did you do a little list, Rich, or anything while we're chatting, or not?
To be fair, I did.
He lost the will to live.
You could just say no.
No, I did.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. It's not the most exciting list in the world because I got bored and just started going, what would be fun?
Too many heroes.
Well, funny you should say that. So the list I was looking at, it is as the leader of the army, or general, or war master, whatever you want to call him, Glotkin, a unit of rot swords.
Just 10?
Just 10. And then 3 great unclean ones.
Okay.
One of them with the unctuous preacher and a Rustfang.
Yeah, that sounds like quite a cool army. Yeah.
And then the Glotkin, because then I was thinking, Glotkin could do a counter charge and then chuck the other guys in as well. And
it's quite cool.
And it was literally because I got fed up of reading all the heroes. I was like, there's like, one might be better. It's slightly, one's like a grade A in some situations, but a grade B in others. And others grade B and a grade A. It's just like, no, maybe it yourself.
Yeah.
Can't be bothered.
So my list that I used against Rich last week was Festus the Leech Lord, because he's a cool new model, so I'm going to use him.
Yep.
Cool. 10 Plague Bearers, unit of Pox Wretches as well. Then I had Gelgus Pust, Cankerborn, 2-3 Sloven Knights, and then I had Belga with a Lord of Plagues and a reinforced unit of Rot Swords.
Yep.
And that was like, it's like 1950.
Yeah.
And then the Lord of Plagues, I gave him the
with the stave.
With a stave and the +1 attack
Yep.
trait. And so when Rich and I played, one thing I noticed was that where you have to be a bit more careful with your tree, it does mean your tree kind of gets a bit stuck sometimes with the terrain, where you're going to put it and where it's going to move through and that sort of thing. And you want to make sure it's in the right place to give your Rotbringers that save.
Okay.
And that's what I found a bit harder. But I did manage to get my Rot Swords to have most of the time 4 attacks, wounding on 2s with critical hits.
Good. Yeah.
But what happened about?
It doesn't matter because your help hits basically bounced against that unit every single time, and that unit 20 Rot Swords didn't die. It held up a Mega Gargan and 2 Hell Pit Abominations.
True,
which I'm pretty sure makes its points back quite easily.
But I did still win.
Yes, you won.
And I think it showed one minor flaw with the Z's mechanic, which is you picked the progenitor thing on a unit of clan rats, and then I was able to 3 claw steps move them forward.
And then redeploy them again?
And then redeploy them further up again, so they're just out of the way of everything and were never going to be an issue. And they were a really good screen because the time when you were moving your army up, I was just able to block you with them. But then it was a case of, okay, well, the disease has now come off because it's now turn 2 because I brought a unit model back. But I didn't bring the model back, I just got rid of the disease. And it's like, well, actually, they lasted a lot longer than they should have done just because of that.
Yeah.
Plus, I had the -1 to wound from the bell and -1 to hit from a Brood Terror, sorry.
Terror? Yeah.
Terror. So suddenly your guys are like 4s and 4s and they're just not as hitty.
I think I put my Rot Swords on my right flank, but it was a mistake. I should have had them in the middle.
Well, I don't know, because they made me want to stick Pringles on the right flank.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
And then on the other flank, it was some clan rats against clan rats and a doom wheel against some pox wretches and matey boy from the box. I can't remember his name. Bellis, whatever.
Gelgus Pust.
I was impressed with the amount of damage he can knock out.
Yeah, he was good. And where he's moved, because he's got quite high health and he flies, I charged them in and then I did the power through and then basically just got behind Richard's lines.
Okay,
Which is really useful.
It's really solid.
Yeah.
And he gets to move 8 again, then suddenly he's like, he's a good little hero killer.
Well, you charged him in, you killed Grayseer, which isn't hard, in a 1er. And took the point off me because you were higher control. And it's like, well, that's it. I was losing points at that point.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting to see how they play. And I think the disease mechanic is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think it depends on the units, obviously, but I think my army specifically is unique that everything basically heals.
Because it heals, the Skaven do quite well against the stopping the disease. As I alluded to earlier, Rich totally ruined my cunning plan of countercharging in my Slover Knights by getting like a 12-inch charge of a Deathmaster and stopping them doing anything, which was a bit annoying. But there you go.
I mean, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. But like it's a nice army, I think. Nice and rounded.
I think it suffers from the same sort of issue that Stormcast do to a certain extent, which is
too many heroes.
Well, yeah, but it's almost like there's too much, because there's too many heroes, there's too much choice.
Yeah.
You could be arguing over like a minor buff here or a minor buff there, when actually, to be fair, it's all much for muchness. I think if anything, from everything we looked through, the sort of standout unit for me, probably, and I'm not really a demon guy, but probably Horticulus Slimex.
Yeah.
Just that extra Null really useful for what it does and the buffs it gives and the fact you can tally it in with some Nurglings and stuff like that. So I think he's probably the standout for that.
I think like most of the scrolls in the book are good. I think, Rotigus is a standout one as the one you want.
Yeah.
He feeds the army trait, which is kind of what you want.
Well, that's changed my army list. Let's get rid of one of them and turn it to Rotigus.
Scribble it out.
But yeah, I think it's an interesting Battletome. It'd be interesting to see how they do. I haven't looked at the stats properly for it because it hasn't been out quite long enough. So where we do these reviews a bit earlier, we will do a follow-up show in a couple of months and then just go through how those few books that we didn't talk about are doing.
Yep.
Along with any changes which may or may not be happening. But I don't think we have anything else to talk about, do we, really?
Well, we have to ask the question, don't we, Matt?
You've already asked me that.
No, we alluded to it.
To ask it once.
We guessed what was happening.
Yeah, but we didn't ask it.
You've been doing on the internet this week, Matt Clark?
What have I been doing on the internet this week? I know what I've been doing. Because I like to doom scroll like everyone does since COVID, I keep looking at the BBC website, which is really boring because it's always depressing. Right. But then I realised that they have Sudoku on it as well now.
Oh, do they? Where's that?
Right at the bottom, they have like these little mini games, and they have like an easy one, a medium one, and a hard one. And so that's basically all I've been doing is playing Sudoku on the BBC website.
I wish I hadn't asked you now.
Was that less interesting than you thought it'd be? Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, cheers, Matt. Thanks.
I mean that is part of the idea. The more dull I make it, eventually you will stop asking me.
Nah,
that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Just that one time you see something mildly exciting, we're like, oof.
What would be exciting that I might be looking at?
Let's go with what's in the news at the moment. Epstein files.
I don't really care about that. No.
Flood warnings.
Yeah.
It would be out of date by the time we put the podcast out.
Exactly.
All right, fair.
I mean, if it was anything too risque, I'd just delete it off, wouldn't I? Because I do the editing.
So what you're saying is, and what I'm telling the dear listener is that Matt's definitely done that already, guys. He's told us decadent, sinful activities.
What he said has been replaced by Sudoku on the BBC website.
Yeah, and I honestly cannot tell you how disgusted and morally aberrant it is.
No wonder he's got a VPN, is all I can say.
I don't have a VPN.
He's the reason that VPNs were made, with what he just told us.
Yeah.
I mean, what have we got coming up next? We've got me and Rich at Beachhead next weekend.
Yep, which will be fun, guys.
So we'll do a review of you guys doing that, and I can listen wholeheartedly to it. I might be popping in on the Sunday to say hello.
That'd be nice.
Okay.
And then we'll do the review for Zinch and Lumineth soon.
Yeah. I mean, we've got to give them a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll give them a couple of weeks to be out. But then as we're doing the follow-up show, it doesn't matter as much now, waiting. I think. We'll just do it when we'll try. We want to try and get episode out every couple of weeks if we can, I think.
So it's pre-orders next weekend, isn't it? So it's 2 weeks after that, so that's 3 weeks. So it'll probably be like the week after they've come out, basically. We'll record it, won't we?
Yeah, probably. So the pre-order on this Saturday, it's the 7th. They're out on the 21st.
Yeah.
So probably that week after we'll try and do one of them.
Yeah. In between them, we'll have the Beachhead show.
Beachhead in between. Yeah. And then, hopefully that'll be all good then. And we'll keep...
and hopefully those books don't have as many frigging heroes.
Lumineth have got a lot of models and a lot of heroes.
They do, don't they?
Oh, Zinch isn't quite as bad.
No.
Lumineth.
Maybe we'll do Zinch first then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you know what? It's all this has made me think is I can't wait for Gargants.
We've done like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What about? Have you got a message for our listeners about the prize?
Yeah, so I did try and have a look to see who had left reviews, but it's quite hard to see online if anyone has left any. I know we had one rating put on Spotify from someone, and we had one review on Apple Podcasts from someone else, which you also added into the draw. But just to be on the safe side, in case someone has done a review or done something and I can't see it, if you're happy to and you want to be entered into the contest for the limited edition Hellsmith's Battletome, email in to our email address, which is in the notes of the show, whatever it's called, description, and tell me that you left a review, and then I'll add it in. And
we might even add some other bits to it if I can find some bits that I've got lying about that might be fun.
Well, we'll do it. Well, no one wants some used condoms from you, Rich.
That's a joke because you know I don't use them.
I didn't say what you use them for.
The only thing I wrap up is my sleeves for my card games. That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, so what we'll do is I'll give it a couple of weeks.
That's not the first time I've said that, guys. You know that's true.
We'll give it a couple of weeks. So until the Saturday release of the new Battletomes, which will be the 21st.
If you've emailed in,
if I've heard him by then, I'll add you in, and then I'll do the draw after that.
Although I quite like the fact that Matt said Saturday release after that last conversation.
Yeah, very good, Rich. Anyway, I don't think we have anything else to add, do we?
No, I don't think I think everybody has got fed up before now.
Yeah, definitely.
Nobody's listening to this.
They've got to work in their car about an hour ago.
Yeah.
So they've got no idea. So nobody would email in because they won't get to this bit.
No, they probably won't.
If you did, please do.
Yeah. And thanks for listening, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
And we will talk.
Don't forget the socials. Contact us.
Contact us. Our Twitter's in the description of this episode as well, and most episodes.
And Rich has got through the whole episode without shilling himself out to any company this week.
Yeah. Well, I would just like to say I've ordered some wonderful items from the ever vivacious Pro Painted Studios. If you want your best tokens, have a look at them. If you want a nice venue, why not come and check out Entoyment down in Poole?
Yeah, there might be a nice little team event being run down there. Someone this year, who knows?
Who knows? If not, we've also got some fantastic events like South Coast GT and stuff like that.
He's not been reading the chat, has he?
I have. No, he has not.
My phone's on silent, like a good little boy. And I'm pretty sure I told you guys to do the same. Do you remember that?
I didn't remember that conversation.
I'm pretty sure Rich has not remembered that.
Mine's on silent. I'm just looking through other stuff at the same time. Do you know how many bloody heroes you had to go through? I was also supposed to look at other stuff for 20 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Right. All right.
Professional as always.
Okay. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye. Well, that reminds me of a joke. Actually, there was a look at you, cheeky. That reminds me of a joke I heard the other day. There's a comedian, I can't remember his name, Norm Macdonald, that's it. And he says this thing where he's like, I'm a deeply closeted gay man. It's like, what's he gay? He's like, no, of course I'm not. Why would you think that? Well, you just said you're gay. No, I'm not. So I'm deeply closeted. Which means if you ever said I was gay, I'd never admit it. And it's just quite funny because he just says that. But
yeah.
Okay.
I found it funny anyway.
That's quite good, I suppose.
All right. Sorry. My jokes get better if my kids around it.
Comedy critic Matt Clark speaks.
The Chuckler.
Yeah.
Chuckler and Buckler. What a great crime duo.
Solving crimes throughout Dorset.
My tractor has been rustled.
Yeah.
Just in case there was any EVD listening, there may have been some Nurglings in the machine, which is convenient because now we're going on to them.
You know that I can edit this a little bit, so I know that's why. Seem that there are those in the machine.
Yeah, but you ruin the illusion. What? Ruin the illusion. I'm a born entertainer, mate. You just take a bit away from me.
Yeah, it's got to stay in now. It's got to stay in there now, hasn't it?
Or for the outtakes at the end.